to where you can get the effects of the opium that's in it. So
Okay.
A weird
Should
point to go
be
offline
You
or
get sick
online.
good.
before that happened.
she
You
didn't start recording
underestimate
yet.
my
I
powers.
did. I started
All
recording
right.
halfway through what you were saying.
Okay.
Oh,
You
so they
underestimate my
heard
powers and my love of everything.
I will.
they heard us talk
cashews.
about opium. That's great. Okay.
Well, we're demonetized now.
Ooh.
Azol, take it away.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to this smooth, relaxed jazz lounge area that we are in.
Oh my god.
Allow me to grace you with the continued adventures of this ragtag group of maybe heroes. So,
Who doesn't have a name yet?
though the party seemingly won the battle. Oh, sorry, that was my fault. Let's just try that again. Though the party seemingly won the battle, another group came in to hassle. We fought the last one with not a scratch, but this one seemed like quite the match. A hooded figure with blades in hand whispered a spell and raised two men. 'Twas quite a sight to see them rise. Just earlier the life left their eyes. With no time, we prepared for the worst, and, well, we weren't wrong, because this guy hurt. He slashed and spelled all through the fight, giving the dragon quite the fright. With little fight left within his gate, the dragon cowered behind some crates. Red girl, guy? Whatever, moved in with such a blur, while the bad guy said some certain words. She punched and kicked and beat him down, but the bard had plans to get him to the ground. I tackled him with such aplomb, I think I may have broke my thumb. May have to check that out later. The rising dead didn't do too much. Blue girl gave them a radiant punch. The bad guy down upon his back. The punchy red girl guy, I don't know. The punchy red guy gave him a few more cracks. I told them not to kill him yet, but no one listened, so there he was, dead. During the fight, Masky got grazed, and she just stood there, kinda dazed. She didn't notice, but when we saw, where hair had been was something else, which caused some to look in awe. Some weird, maybe horn thing showed up in there, but Red Guy covered it up with Masky's hair. Red Guy searched the body, found some items and a key. We quickly figured it was to that door that we had seen glowing before. As curiosity consumed our minds, we went to the room to look for signs. We searched and found all sorts of clues, including a puzzle box. Ooh, what does it do? We, however, didn't have much time to sit and joke as Red Guy started to smell smoke. Sure enough, there it was. A fire had started. What was the cause? The team moved quickly, grabbing things that hopefully weren't just boxes of strings. The people we scared still locked inside, Blue Girl moved quickly to save their hides. The big dumb gray guy gave his 2 cents, but no one cared, so off they went. The fire blazed for quite a bit and kicked us out in quite a fit. The battle won, the bad guys lost. I just hope it was worth the cost. Well, we did get a few cool things. I wonder what our loot will bring. The sage saved and clues galore. Who knew what fate had in store? Won't you please join us next time for more tales to see what path before us unveils?
Very
Snap,
nice.
snap.
Very nice.
Just for the record,
Snap.
I'm pretty sure that was Big Dong Gray Guy. that you
No,
said?
that's
No,
No.
that's big dumb gray guy.
no.
Big
It's a
Dong.
little Dong Gray Guy, maybe.
I heard
But
Big Dong Gray Guy.
You hear whatever you want to hear.
we all rolled for Dick Size episode 1. You definitely weren't big. Sorry, buddy.
I was rolling.
I
I was rolling
was.
for girth.
Rolling for girth. You've got a
Mhm.
6-inch wide dick. All right.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my.
Oh, good lord.
And again, we get canceled on Twitch. Just 6
Oh,
episodes.
damn. Canceled. My non-existent monetization. No.
No.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right. Let me
I
move.
just like to point out that I'm not a man anymore.
You are not. That has been fixed.
You're not a man, but during the poem you were still. So.
That's also true.
Are we not at the stables anymore?
I think.
We're working
Yeah?
on it. Give him a
Yeah,
second.
so I'd like
Oh,
to
yeah.
put us back here first.
Oh yeah.
So it only makes sense that after you would have gathered your supplies and moved out, and even after unpacking them, that you would come back here just to observe. So I felt that it was probably best to just start here.
Alright,
Oh.
so
All right, the night is yours.
first thing is Sato is gonna look and notice that the guards are missing. He's gonna look to the group, shake his hand, put the palm of his hand up, and he's actually gonna walk to Artok and put his hand on his shoulder and go, "Hey man, do you mind just talking in private here for a quick second?"
Okay.
Question real quick. Aren't there still 2 guards tied up to those trees that we knocked out earlier?
No, they
No.
got.
Notice they're gone.
No, they are not.
Yes.
Artok looking up at this giant
No, hold
guy
on.
who
They're not
Are
gone?
they there?
No, they are not there.
Are they
We have
there?
just
They
discovered
are
this.
gone.
are gone.
Okay.
So Artok looking up at this 8-foot gray muscly monster who he just saw cleave a guy's head in half feels like he really doesn't have much of a choice but go talk in private. It's better to get on his
We
good
can move
side.
to the side here a bit. It doesn't have to be too far.
Okay.
So basically, to Artok.
Can anybody else hear this is my question.
No.
You can get
this
far
is
enough
just
away
gonna
if you'd
be-
like.
Yeah, this is just
Yeah.
going to be to you only.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go, "Hey man, I have a feeling that you know as well as I do that letting those guards escape was a bad idea.
For
When
sure.
it came to that guard in the chair, I mean, out of everyone, you were the only one that was saying, go ahead and kill him. I feel the monk girl was cool, but as for those other 4, they're gonna get us fucking killed sending witnesses free like that."
Oh yeah, whoever they work for, they're on their way to go tell them, and they're gonna be back here in force.
That's what I'm thinking. Now, I don't think they're gonna be back tonight, but they're definitely gonna be looking for us. So yeah, there's gonna be a conversation coming up here. I have a feeling they're gonna have some words to say to me. I just wanted to know if you'd have my back during this upcoming conversation, and if you do, I think I can make it worth your while.
Oh yeah? Sure. I can definitely do that. I think you and I are on the same page with this.
Nice. All right, so we're gonna head back and join the party.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at Trix, and I'm gonna say, "Well, you seemed especially distraught by that, the events in the building there. You have anything to say?"
I'm not ready to talk to you yet.
I gotta say, listen, here's the deal. We were in that room. I had one person telling me to kill the guard, which I knew was the right thing to do. And I had you especially telling me not to kill that guard.
He wasn't a threat anymore.
All spellcasters are threats if you let them go long enough.
Yes. Well, here's the deal. I mean, I remember back when our little foxy friend there first poofed herself up into one of the guards. I'm still not sure how the hell she did that, but she goes in to lure the second guard out. I set up to knock him unconscious at the door, and you tried to bop him on the back of the head with a puny little dagger. I mean, you just pissed him off and almost got yourself attacked. I have to say that wasn't the best sense of decision-making skills. Meanwhile, our Dragonborn friend here, who was telling me to kill him, has basically displayed himself in a fairly calm and collected demeanor throughout. I mean, he's had this half-orc partner of ours attack him several times, and I think handled it with some sort of grace. So I just want to say, in the heat of the moment, when I have 2 people yelling at me at 2 different things to do, I mean, I got to pick somebody to listen to. And considering one was shouting what I was thinking in the first place. I mean, it should be no surprise that I did what I did.
There was no reason to kill him. I could have taken care of it.
Then why didn't you?
I tried, he beat me to it.
Now take care of it how?
Like this. And then I throw sleep powder in his face.
Oh no!
Sleep powder.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Are you really gonna do that? Yes. Okay.
Oh no.
We what is
God
the
damn.
saving throw on that?
Let me check.
Oh
I've been plotting this for a week now.
Pocket
DC
sand.
14 Constitution saving throw.
no. Pockets.
14. All right.
Yes.
Constitution saving throw.
All right. Sado the Barbarian.
So for Constitution saving throw, okay, I just hit the button.
Yeah. So you're gonna roll
For
d20
saving
and
throw.
add your con modifier. Yeah.
There's
no,
a-
no.
there's a saving
Sorry, there's a
throw,
saving.
but-
Yeah. So you. Oh God.
I have been planning this for a week.
What did I roll? I didn't even see.
A 10.
rolled
A 10. You rolled a 10.
So that's a fail, which means Sado the Barbarian, you notice instantly as the dust slowly starts to surround his face. You can see little green twinkles kind of in the air, sparkles, as he starts to almost look a little disoriented, looks around a little at each of you and kind of staggers a little and gets down kind of the one knee and kind of passes out and slumps to the side.
Well, at least he's gonna get a nice long rest. Okay. Guys.
DM, how long are the effects of the sleeping powder?
I'm looking.
This is your
find it.
creation, Rick, so technically you
I know,
get
I know.
to decide.
I have my notes.
Well, I will tell you, Sado, worst case scenario, I'll go ahead and link the message about it. Worst case scenario, a nice hard slap will wake you up.
Oh, that's okay. I can just throw water on his face.
Oh my god. Okay.
I think actually Lyric, were you talking?
Yeah, I just
Sorry, I didn't
Well.
hear you.
guys, that was a thing that happened.
That's what I tried to do to the guard before he sliced his head in half.
Uh,
All right, calm down.
And when he woke up, he would have known who we were and came after us. He obviously was a little bit different than all Cletus and Fleetus
okay.
who ran off
Cletus
in the
and
woods.
Fred. His name was Fred.
I think it was
Cletus and
Frank. But
Fred.
the point is,
They're
he
kind
didn't
of
look like an idiot like those guys.
Well, it's still.
Much
Well-
more dangerous.
It is true. That's true. But I think we can find a nice. I really wish Sado was awake for this. A nice middle ground here, because yes, sometimes we're gonna have to kill people, like the spellcaster who was attacking us inside there. But yes, other times, when they're dumb idiot guards, we can just beat them up a little bit and let them on their way. Because honestly, look at us. Who's gonna believe that anybody was attacked by us? What are they gonna do? Run up to their person and say, a water genasi, an orc, and a whatever the gray thing is, attacked me?
While she's talking, I want to walk up to Sado and just give him a quick little kick in the ribs to wake him up.
Trix is just gonna. Trix is not okay.
Okay.
Trix is gonna go off to the little lake for a
you-
minute.
DM, does that work?
Sado wakes up
I wake up, I'm like,
and you stand back up.
That was a cute trick. I say.
Worked, didn't it?
Oh, goodness.
I'm gonna
I
shake my
think
head and then, yeah. What
I
else do you have to say?
understand, as my point, I understand that sometimes we do need to kill things, but sometimes we don't have to kill things.
Okay, but let's think about what we just did. We pretty much just invaded a baron's castle and committed treason.
We didn't commit arson. Somebody else did.
Yep, well, but let's hope that gets rid of all the evidence of what we did.
Wait, hold on. Treason against what? With all the evidence that we saw, these guys were pirates.
Well, we knew there was the Baron in here. Either he's with the pirates and it's gonna piss him off either way, and we made a powerful enemy.
What's he a baron of, anyway? Maybe he just goes by that
castle.
name.
What
Well,
castle?
Was it a castle? It wasn't really a castle. It was more like a
Whatever
hole in
it
the
was.
ground.
This was a criminal stronghold.
Yeah.
I've done business with criminals in the past, and
I'm not
putting
willing
them
to risk
down
it.
for a bit of gambling at the card table, betting on criminal hirelings to be appreciative is a fucking long shot with severe stakes.
Either way, we burn this guy's place down, whether it's he's actually has a noble title or it's just something they call him. He has some power, and we probably just really pissed him off. So less
don't-
witnesses, in
Sure.
my opinion, is better.
Why
But we
would you
can't
think?
just
Sorry.
we can't just go about killing everything we run into.
Leave more of a trail that way. Trail of dead bodies
Exactly.
is a lot easier to track than a trail of frightened cowards hiding in the dark.
You guys are so concerned
And
about
again,
harming anyone.
what is
Why
the
did you agree to break into this place? I mean, because some little kobold
what
told you
is
to? I mean, you walked right into
well, we were
the
saving
situation.
someone. This thing.
Yeah, we don't know who this guy is. He seems pretty nice so far, but for all we know, he can stab us in the back.
I don't think that would be a very smart idea. You did watch me beat a man to death.
True.
What?
After they brought up the kobold, that'll be the time when I kind of speak up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm kind of like tapping on Sato's on his shin.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, I'm so
All right.
offended you're an inch shorter than me, by the way.
As much as I hate to interrupt this interesting little fallout with you and your party, there's always more ways to skin a cat than one. I'd hate to kill somebody for no reason, but I understand sometimes a necessity. But I digress. The important thing is I've been tortured for what I don't even know how many days, 6 or more. And I can tell you with a certainty that there's something more going on here than we know. Something far more serious.
Yeah, I agree. We had that Cletus guy talking with one of their little charming spells here, and apparently that guy with the hood was brought from quite some distance away. Now, that gives me the, thought that this isn't a small organization. I mean, if they've got the resources to call somebody like that in, and those guards, I don't know if they're good to you, bad to you. The bottom line is they're working for the same guy that was hiring that guy in the hood to do whatever the hell he was doing to you.
True, and besides that, I have to ask. You said that you ran into a kobold?
We did.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
Meepa.
did. Meepa.
His name
His
was
name
Meepa?
was Meepa, yeah.
Yeah, I
Was
don't
he
know
alright?
where he went.
He's the one
He
who
was
asked us to find
more
you.
concerned about you.
Wait. He told you to find me?
Yes, he sent us in
Yeah?
there to find you.
But the last time I was conscious, that. Oh, when I find him.
Oh no.
I'm sensing some discord here, perhaps?
Meepa may be the cause of his capture.
Meepo was my traveling companion. We traveled together for months. I trusted him. But if what you're saying is true, and he wasn't captured, then that means
They
He
were
definitely
treating him
like his
was
He
pet.
captured.
was
Yeah.
trying to get you out. Yeah, at
he
one point they
definitely
were
was
yelling at him.
captured.
He
No,
They
he
were
even
said he
treating
was
him like a
working with
pet.
them. They were treating him like he was one of their little minions. I told you, kobolds are backstabbing little bastards.
No, they were treating him
But
like a
he-
slave.
I
But
didn't
he
see any chains.
also gave them stew that made them shit themselves so that we could rescue.
I
I'm gonna
did
have some
not
words
see
with him.
any chains.
There are different types of slavery.
I will have to have words with Meepo after if I ever find him.
Maybe
And
You
should try
think-
and
if
get
he
you
did
you
what I
think
think he did, I'm gonna boil him alive.
You think a tiny, defenseless little dragonling like that is going to be able to fight against a huge group of people? No, they subdued him and made him work for them.
Or he
Well, we
sold
don't
our
know
friend out
anything yet.
here. We don't know
But
anything.
anyway,
but
we
it
don't
sounds
even
like
know
he
where
sold
he
him out.
is.
Probably skulking somewhere around here.
And so, as you're all talking, in the distance, as a matter of fact, I would say, Trix, can you please roll a... what would this be?
Yeah,
Perception?
I was actually
For
about to go
sound.
and check on her too. So
Yeah, same.
Oh, no.
Do you have any Tricks? Do you have any proficiencies or efficiencies or anything that helps you with hearing, with sound? Perception?
I have perception in general.
Does any of you have that?
I
No.
don't know how we would know that.
What are we looking for? What?
Anything that would help you with sound, with hearing?
Technically, her ears
that
might,
fall
maybe?
under perception?
I think it would be under
I think that-
perception, but
That'd be perception. I'm not proficient in that thing.
okay.
I am.
I would
am.
say
nothing special specifically for hearing.
okay. I would say Trix, just you, please roll me a perception check.
Okay. No whammies. No whammies.
Roll a 1.
Six. It's amazing. Okay, so you very briefly notice a very low pitch rumble. Very faint though, very faint, very fast, very quick, short-lived. But in no particular pattern or rhythm, but you can kind of hear like a rumble, and then a rumble, and then
From
another
what
rumble.
direction?
The best that you can make it out with that check, it could be in any direction.
Can I tell whether or not it's coming from where the fire is?
You cannot tell. Just an observation. You can choose to share that with the party or not.
Me personally, I'd like to, but I don't think Trix is in the right headspace to share that.
Okay, fair enough.
That's an RP decision.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely, it is. So,
Trix has a lot of other things on her mind right now. I don't think it would even really
Speaking
register.
of, I am actually
to hand it
gonna
back to you.
go
Yeah.
check on her.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sort of just walk away from this conversation without saying anything.
Pocket sand.
It was pocket sand, sleepy pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
That's almost exactly how I pictured that going in my
Fantastic.
head, with less eye rubbing though. As you walk up, you'll see Trix kind of crouched over by the water, just kind of staring at it, doing her best to ignore the fact that there's a blazing inferno not that far away.
Are you alright?
She just kind of sighs very, very deeply.
Okay. Well, I'm going to choose to sit down at the edge of the water beside you and just wait peacefully with an obvious invitation for you to talk when you're ready.
Okay, while she's doing that, I'm gonna look at the rest of the group. Guys, I promise you, I understand the need to kill things. I mean, I literally beat a guy to death. But, like, not all of us have that history. Not all of us have done things in our past that make what just happened okay for us. So we need to kind of be aware of that if we're going to continue to travel in a group.
I'm gonna just say, here's something to consider. Having those 6 guards live could cause many more than that to die, and possibly the 7 of us. If we do
We
manage to
don't know
live,
that.
if we do manage to live, I'm just gonna say I have a feeling we're gonna have to take much more than 6 lives to do it.
I think even if we managed to kill all of them, we know that there was more people than that in there originally, and some of them fled when we first went in there. Eventually, it would have gotten around what this has happened. He was going to come after us one way or another.
If we still had the 2 guys tied to the tree, and if Talia had tied up the 2 that she untied out of the fire so that they didn't burn to death, but at least tied them up, we would have had 4 people to probe for information and possibly be able to track the 2 down and take care of the problem.
let me just jump in here and say, self-defense and killing a defenseless person are two very different things. Even if they are your enemy,
And
it is never right to kill someone who cannot defend themselves.
Rich coming from an orc.
The bleeding hearts, I swear. Listen, guys. We need to get this wagon to Rockseeker. That's our priority.
I'm sorry. Did you
let's
just
not,
call me a bleeding heart?
let's not. Yeah.
You know
That
what?
was directed
Do you
at
know
Azal.
what?
That was directed at Azal. But
You know what? I'm gonna let you beat the next guy to death yourself.
well, whatever works. But let's just agree to not break into any more criminal compounds until we
I just want
decide
to get to
that
Phandalin.
we're gonna cover our tracks afterwards.
I'm all for harming those who have caused harm, but mindless goons who didn't even know what all was going on, they weren't even. I know from being disguised as one of them that they weren't even allowed deep enough to do anything.
For the record, those two guards that were later turned into undead were same people, same situation. We killed two of them.
Also, it would have been
That's because
helpful
they
if you
attacked
had
us.
shared that beforehand.
Shared what?
What you knew what the guy was thinking.
What guy?
The Cletus who you turned into.
We got some information from Cletus, and
Oh, is that what you're referring to? I thought you were like
Yeah.
telling you could read his mind or something with your ability.
No.
Okay, I
No.
misunderstood. Never mind.
we had him.
But
Ignore
when
that.
we got further into the mess, when we were pretending you guys were our captives, as we got further into the thing, they were yelling at us that we weren't allowed to be there. So obviously the goons guarding the front door didn't know fully what was going on. They didn't deserve to be killed. The ones that we killed, and we're deserving of it. But that doesn't mean we have to kill everything. I'm doing this thing right now where I'm working on being good. It's kind of gross. I'm gonna be honest.
Deserve, a loose term at best.
While they're doing that, can I go and look at the rope to see?
You can.
I want to look at the rope and see if I can figure out how they got out.
Yeah,
Then,
absolutely.
And then I
Before-
think Trix might be ready to talk after that.
Hold on. Before he leaves to go do that,
Yeah.
Azel just says to him, "You and I need to talk at some point."
Anytime.
Oh no.
Okay. Before our talk, if you don't mind, real quick.
Sure.
Before we do this with the rope,
Yeah.
Talia and Trix. I would say just Talia this time. Will you please roll a perception check for me?
Can I roll one with disadvantage?
No.
Nice roll.
Hey!
I sat here and prayed to the dice gods. I was like, please,
That's
please,
amazing.
please.
So you sitting here for a couple of seconds, kind of, trying to reach out a helpful hand here to Trix. Just sitting here, you're kind of over observant of your area. Your senses are heightened, and over the sounds of the howling in the background and the crickets and the sounds of nature at night, you can hear the sounds of very low rumbling from, it seems to be off the coast, maybe a couple of miles off the coast. What it sounds like to you is some kind of naval battle taking place.
Huh.
Just you hear that?
Yeah, she hears it. Nobody else does. You guys are kind of a little bit too far, but she can barely make it out. But with a roll like that,
With a 19. Okay.
I wouldn't say it's anything to be concerned about. It's just something that you're observing.
Something. Okay, cool. Yes. I think I know where to go with that, but I
Nothing
want
that's
to.
going
I want to hear Trix's
Yeah.
thoughts first on the roleplay side, since that's what I'm
Oh,
sitting
well-
here waiting for.
Oh, well, okay.
Yes,
we'll
I
do
will
that,
be
and then we'll go
reacting
back
to
to the
that.
rope. Okay, nice.
Okay. As Trix kind of stares at the building, bad memories are coming back to her surface, and she just kind of buries her head and kind of looks like she's crying a little bit.
Sure you don't want to talk about it?
Bad memories from when I left home.
I can understand that. But you were upset before all of this. You were upset way back when idiot decided to kill that guard.
Never had to kill anybody before. I could sneak or hide or trade or something, but I never had to kill before.
Makes sense why that would be hard for you.
There's always
Unfortunately,
another way.
unfortunately, there's not always another way. We had to kill those men that we were fighting, because they would have killed us if we hadn't.
But they weren't bad people, they were just doing their job.
That's okay. Good people die all the time. My parents once told me that when it's time for you to move on, you'll know. And it may not seem logical to anyone else, and it may seem heartless or cruel, or it may seem like a terrible death. But if it's your time, it's your time. And you die for a reason. You die to keep the universe moving the way that it should. Today, we lived, that guard died. And because that guard died, I may have taken mercy on a few others, who I'm sure I'll hear about later. We don't know the reason why yet, but it was his time to move on.
An axe through the head or an arrow through the eye.
Sometimes death can be violent. Think about it this way: it was most likely painless. And they've gone on to their greater reward. I made sure of that.
Oh,
Something that was taught to me. I help people move on, find peace, go on to whatever's next for them. That's what I did for those men in there. I'm sure you saw me.
now you're doing something.
That's what I was doing, helping them move on. And everyone who meets their demise because of this mission, I will help move on. I can promise you. Their deaths won't be meaningless.
That helps a little.
Good. Because it's getting awfully toasty here. We probably want to move away from the fire.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of fire.
Actually, do you want to come with me real quick while the rest of them are doing something? I heard something a second ago. I kind of want to investigate.
Is it away from the fire?
It is very much away from the fire.
Okay then.
Okay. So we're going to try to sneak towards the coastline a little bit to see if we can get a view of what's happening there.
All right, and just I guess just in between you guys,
Yep.
getting up and kind of moving towards the road line. I'm just gonna go to Artok here for
Fine.
a bit. And Artok, if you would, please roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Nice roll, natural
Natural
20.
20.
Hey!
That's amazing.
Well done.
See, you guys are getting good rolls
Right.
tonight.
Roll 20
Yeah,
counter
right?
It's true. So you, Artok, immediately as you walk up and you can pick up the piece of the rope that's on the ground. You can see that this was very cleanly cut by a dagger, a knife, probably something that was picked up on the way out and slipped away. You can even make out what seem to be footprints off to like the southwest, and then in the mud, and they just kind of fade out in the distance.
I mean, they're not gonna get far. They're in their underwear.
How
It's
many
very dim light out here.
pairs? How many pairs of feet?
We're not over
It's-
there. You don't get to ask.
We're not over there.
Well, well, I would say it's probably around 7 p.m. The light is pretty dim at this point. Considering the fires right beside you, it's pretty bright in the surrounding area up to a certain point. I would say up to maybe the next tree line. But
I'd like to go back
Can't
to
really
the
make out
group with the rope
Okay.
and show it to all of them
sure.
and explain that the ropes were cut from somebody else and the guys who escaped are probably together, and I know we've used our names with each other. So there's a good chance they're looking for people with whoever's names they heard.
Not to mention that you're a dragonborn. I'm an 8-foot Goliath. Our little
Yeah.
friend here looks like a half.
I'm not
man. I mean,
particularly
we're
worried
not
about
hard to
them
spot.
surviving. I'm not particularly worried about them surviving very long in the woods, on foot, with wolves in their underwear.
With a guy who has weapons that cut the rope.
I mean, that's another gamble.
We don't
Yeah,
know.
but it's also entirely possible that the guards that ran out ahead cut them free and the long since left them in the dust. They don't seem the kind to care about each other much.
Point is, we don't know.
Well,
So,
we're gonna have to. We're gonna. have
That
to
means
camp
we should
for-
probably have 2 guards on watch instead of 1.
Or we are gonna have to camp out before we get this wagon on the road. I don't know if we want to travel the road in the pitch black.
I am exhausted.
Okay.
I'm not.
I'd like to point out that you foiled someone's plan. Someone very powerful. Regardless of whether or not these guards got away, you guys have trouble coming your way.
I mean, we could have left you in there.
That's true. That's true. But regardless, with you mucking around, especially in this land, if you know any of its history, you would know that it would only be a matter of time before trouble found you.
Well, I have a feeling nobody's gonna make it here tonight. What do you guys think? We still got the oxen nicely nestled up in the barn there. We could crash around there for the night. What do you guys think?
I think that's a wonderful idea. We should probably do the barn thing.
Only somewhere we can defend. So
I
Okay.
think
Overheard.
I think letting everybody sleep in the barn and then having 2 people on watch at a time. I will. This is the last time I take watch at night for majority of the night, but I can because I already had a long rest.
I overheard that you guys are on your way to Phandelver,
Yeah, we've got a cart we have to drop off.
and seeing as I was already captured not long ago, I wondered if, at all possible for me to join your party until we reach the city.
We'll let you tag along as long as you don't get us into any more trouble.
I can't make any promises that I can't keep.
you better.
All right, so what's the plan to
Should've
move
just
to the
small enough
campsite?
for us to kill
Yeah.
them.
Well,
So
first, don't we
so-
have to do the thing?
So majority of you, with an exception of Talia and Trix, I'm gonna move the map for.
Okay, bye.
Can you do that? Wait, can you actually do that? Oh no, yeah, we see.
I kind of can.
So we
give
see
me
their
one
map.
Use of the empowered.
Oh, bye.
Also, I would like to say I'm a little surprised that Lyric hasn't really said anything about the fact that Talia took.
Oh
off
yeah, I
without her.
left. I walked away. That's true.
She didn't
My
say
fierce
anything.
protector doesn't know where I'm at.
muted. Hey,
I
I'm
know
staying
that-
behind to make sure that Trix and Talia know where we are.
Oh, you're gonna stay right by the fire. I mean,
I'm gonna
we're all
stay
by the
by the
fire. We'll be able to
entrance.
find you.
I
but okay.
Plus, we technically already unpacked stuff there, so
Yeah.
I know that Talia can handle herself. I'm not super worried. I know she'll call for me if she needs me. And I'm letting her kind of go off on her own because I know that Trix is kind of like skittish. And I'm hoping to calm down the whole we should have killed everybody thing before she gets back.
Trix doesn't know it, but Trix appreciates you.
I'm going
Can
to
I
make
just-
some tea again.
What do you guys want to do for food? I'm fucking starving. You guys want to use our rations, or you guys got a bunch of fucking carrots and shit? We want to cook that shit up? What's the deal?
Mm,
Do you have
I'm
anything
good
to
with
cook it in?
whatever.
We all have
You
mess
do.
kits.
There's actually a couple of, you can see in the back, big, huge wrought iron kettles in the back of the barn. Looks like 3 of them. So
Oh, well, you giant thing, go get one of those kettles.
Yeah, I'll go pick it up and bring it over towards the fire.
giant thing.
Goliath. I
Quick,
forget
let's
the word
close
for
the
Goliath.
barn doors on him and lock him in there.
Oh,
That's-
it's
The
horrible.
No.
oxen are in
Was
there.
that in character?
No, that was out of character.
Okay,
Okay,
we can
so-
take. Somebody
Alright.
found a bear. Somebody found a bushel of carrots in there.
Yeah, me and Trix.
I still got some
Uh,
meat and some
We have the
spices.
carrots.
Oh, you have wolf meat, and we've got spices and
Have some tomatoes and peas.
tomatoes and peas. There we go. We can make a soup with some wolf meat, tomatoes, and peas. Lovely.
Going to be
I think I
interesting.
have some spiced meats. Actually,
Oh,
what do I
okay.
have? I don't know what I have.
All right. So Seda, you're preparing the.
Yeah, I'll put it all together. I got some salted pork too that I might.
Yeah, you got some spices too in your
Let's
kit.
do. Oh, that's a wonderful idea. How about some salted pork, some peas, and some tomatoes? That'll make a lovely soup.
Nice. Okay, yeah, say it'll start
Yeah.
cooking it up.
All right. And so as you're preparing, near the fire, I'm just gonna take it back to
Bye.
Talia and Trick.
I do have
momentarily.
to ask a quick question. Remember when
Sure.
we talked about weapons, and I had mentioned you had mentioned that I had maybe could have picked up a quarterstaff from like a guard or something. Did
Yes.
we actually agree on that? Do I have that staff?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. Yes.
It's
for
just
sure.
a basic quarterstaff, right?
A basic
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
perfect. I just wanted to make sure because I had added. I have a plan for said staff that I picked up. I want to make sure I had it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. You absolutely do. As a matter of fact, there were so many just regular weapons there. I mean, you grabbed one on your way out.
Fantastic. That's what I needed to hear.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Yeah. The floor is yours.
I guess we're trying to creep as close as we can to the coastline.
Okay.
I'm being stealthy.
She's following
So-
me to see if we
so
can't
what you
figure out
see-
what I'm hearing.
For
is
sure.
this the
For
right
sure.
direction up first
It
of
is.
all?
It is.
Okay.
So directly in front of you, what you see is about a foot decline down onto a muddy road. That's about, I would say, maybe 12 foot from side to side. On the other side is about, I would say, about 6 foot of kind of a patch of grass, and then another 2 feet decline into the beginning of a swamp. On the other side of the swamp, and it's hard to say from your distance here of how far the swamp goes to the coast, but the swamp to the coast is on the opposite side of the swamp. So you can get up right to the swamp if you'd like. You can go into the swamp if you'd like.
I think I want to
Uh.
get right up to the swamp. The swamp is scary. It has evil mosquitoes.
It does. Okay.
Agreed.
You got it. All
And
right.
just see if I can get any sort of, even if it's just like flashes of light on the clouds, any sort of visual
Sure.
on what is accompanying sounds.
And how far away it is,
Mm-hmm.
or
Absolutely.
rather how close it is.
And I would even say that since the both of you are there, go ahead and roll it with advantage.
Roll what?
Talia. Roll a d20, a
But,
perception
A
check.
perception
what
check?
is-
Yeah.
what is your perception bonus?
4.
Okay, yeah, you roll.
Meta game.
Oh, I mean, I would have done it anyway.
10. So you're closer. You hear it's a little bit more defined. You can hear the low end rumble. It sounds like cannon fire, or some kind of canister shot, some kind of battle. It's raging on, maybe a couple of miles out in sea. You can make out the tiniest little flash. It's very, very faint because it's so far away.
Okay.
The cloud cover.
What do you think that is?
Like some sort of, I don't know, ship battle maybe? Sounds like. I've heard cannons like that before. Not sure I recognize these specific ones. Tell you anything. I don't think it's anything to be worried about right now. Just something to keep an eye on.
You're probably right.
Are you okay to go back?
Do I really have a choice?
Well, I mean, you can stay out here in the dark by yourself, but there are wolves,
Yeah.
fire, rain,
Yeah.
potential bad guys.
Let's go back.
On then. We're gonna head back to
Okay.
the.
And
I can walk further than
can
that.
we take? Oh wait, can we take the long way a little?
Sure.
You guys are hilarious.
While they were doing that and while Sato's making stew, I'm also going to be brewing some tea.
While
Since
she's
I found a
doing
big
that,
bag of
I'm
tea.
going to walk over to her, and I guess she's crouched over, so I'm going to poke her back and ask, so I saw you turn into a man, and then back into a woman.
You didn't see me as a woman beforehand. You met me as a man.
Well, that's why
I
I'm
was meant to point
asking,
out.
what are you, and more importantly, how did you do that? That's amazing.
Why are you asking me? The orc turned into a guard too, you know.
Can I hear
Just
this
because
conversation? I'm sorry.
are you around the campfire?
I'm sitting at the campfire.
I don't
yes.
know how to be quiet, so probably yes.
Okay.
Why are you asking me? The orc gestures wildly at the orc. Turned into a guard too.
What you did was different than what I did.
Just because I can last longer than you.
God
Is that a
damn.
sexual reference?
That hell sounded like what?
I don't. I
Wow.
I don't necessarily get sexual references. So was that one?
That was hilarious.
My laugh was out of character, by the way. That was involuntary.
I have been waiting for him to be like, you did it different than me. I have been sitting on that joke for 3 days.
Just while they're talking, I'm gonna walk past Sato and see what he's doing and give him a couple of potatoes and carrots, and then keep going towards the horses or the oxen
All right, we'll add that
to
up.
add that to
just-
the stew.
A thing I can
DM, do we have
I
plates
can-
or anything?
We have our
no
mess
You do.
kits.
You have the mess kits, yeah.
Oh, does everybody's mess kits no like actual plate?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever works. All right, whenever the stew's ready, I'll just hand it
while
up to
while
everybody.
they're cooking,
Artok might not have a mess kit.
So it's
but,
going to take a little bit to simmer
I
and
can
stuff.
learn
So
anything.
I would say,
while it's cooking,
yeah.
Drix is going to go off over to the little pond here to investigate her head thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes.
Look,
of
I
course.
can do a thing where I can pretend to be someone else. Lots of people can do it. I don't know why you're bothering me about it. I
have
can
a
do it
thing
once
for
a
illusion
day.
magic.
I have to rest to undo it, but I can do it.
Can you turn into anything else?
Just people.
Is it a physical transformation or an illusion?
Why is it your business?
Just
Uh,
told
Zito's
you.
just
I'd
trying
like to know the
trying
answer to that,
eavesdrop
too.
it by not saying anything.
Can I ascertain what type of power she used in order to change?
I would
He
say,
only- He's the only person I did it directly in front of because he did it while we were over by the guards.
I don't think that it would be something that you would be able to just know.
Would it have looked any different from what he was doing?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I described it.
Yeah, she changed. Her body kind of morphed. It's really up to her at this point, Hazel.
I think unless you'd ever run into something like it before, you probably have no idea what it is.
I mean, you can try magic and stuff if you'd like, but
It's not magic.
Oh, hold on. I'm sending you a whisper, Reese.
While they're all doing that, I'd like to go into the barn and follow Talia. Is that okay?
sure.
Anyway,
Reese, I'm gonna send
unless
this to
y'all
you
are
in
all going
Discord.
to give me your entire
Okay.
life story, I don't think I need to be investigated any further. So I'm gonna let the water boil, and while it is, I'm just gonna kind of sneak away from this conversation. I'm just noping right out of this conversation.
And actually, I'll say that Trix left right after that to say, I'm good. My head still hurts. I'm gonna go see what happened.
I'm gonna nope right out of this conversation and go over with Trix.
You let Trix know you're following her.
Um, Probably not. I'm just noping out of this
Okay.
conversation and following Trix. Because I know you've got the head thing going on, and I'm just gonna come over here and see if I can assist you.
Okay. I'm going to say she doesn't notice you, and she takes off. You put like a handkerchief or something on top of it, right?
I tore off part of my shirt and put it over the top of your head like a handkerchief.
She takes that off and she kind of feels at it and looks in the water. And where are you standing in relation to her? Behind her? To the side?
Behind her. I'm walking up behind you.
Although you're gonna kind of see her kind of tense up a little bit and kind of freeze for a half second.
Hey there. Do you need some help?
No. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nope. And she puts it back on very quickly.
I'm not gonna share your secrets, but if you'd like a little help hiding your secrets, I'm more than willing to do that.
Just
You don't
kind of
wanna
in full
spot.
panic mode right now.
Don't panic. We all have our secrets.
Trix is just gonna kind of go a little catatonic here. There's been a lot of input.
Trix is staring.
The fire, flashbacks, murder. Now this.
Look,
Trix is not okay.
look at me, Trix. Look at me. It's okay. We all have our secrets. We all have things about ourselves we want to hide or that we're ashamed of. But you have nothing to be ashamed of. I'm just here to help so that you can feel more comfortable. You've had a rough day.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I help?
She's a little. She normally wouldn't say yes, but her nerves are
Okay.
wired and fried, so she's just gonna kind of nod because she's just kind of done with everything.
Sit. And I'm gonna carefully take your handkerchief off. And you're a rogue, right?
Yeah.
Do you carry a disguise kit?
Yeah.
Hand me your disguise kit. I'm going to paint the little exposed part back black and kind of put your hair back around it.
Well, technically part of her hair would be cut, so it'd have to be rebraided.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the things. I'm gonna like sit there and do that while everybody else does their thing.
A little jar of black paint.
Nice.
So I'm gonna help Trix put her head back together while everybody else does their thing.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm just gonna flash back to over to Azel for a sec here, and I'm gonna say, Azel, through your background, and through kind of the circuits that you traveled, the networks that you traveled in and things through the years, and having to get from one place to another and make a living, in the kind of not so elegant way that you had to from time to time. I would say you did notice strange things from time to time, and I would please ask that you would give me a history check, please. We're gonna see how much you might have seen.
All right, here we go.
Nice.
Natural
20.
20.
Bravo.
Well, I guess he saw.
So please,
Hold
Trick.
on.
No.
Out of character,
Please.
just comment. I love that the dice rolls were really shitty last night and are amazing now when it's RP.
Yeah, it's amazing. I know.
Great
Okay,
when
go
it's
ahead,
RP,
sorry.
not
Really
when it's
good.
combat.
Okay.
I'm really happy about this. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. So I need Lyric and Azel to please go into the Whisper channel.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So Lyric, so he rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
And
How
I'm
do I
sure
go?
so
Yeah.
you-
How do I go into the Whisper channel?
You
Oh.
click
Click
on
on
it.
it.
Yep. So just go down there. You can obviously use your discussion, but he rolled a 20. So
Yeah. Okay.
so see you guys in a little.
All right.
Hi.
I love it.
Awesome.
All right, so Artok.
Oh, yeah, great, thank you.
Yeah.
So I follow Talia into the barn while she's working on the horses.
Yeah,
and
I'm
I
feeding
walk up to
them
her,
carrots.
tap her on the shoulder, like, "Hey, Talia, right? Hand me your sorcerer's stone
Okay.
quickly now. Let's hand it over.
Here.
Thank you." And I grab it and I start looking it over, and then I start channeling magic into it. And using the spell slot I regained, I'd like to load it up with the spell I had regained, which was, check my notes, sleep. Perfect.
Oh,
That's what it was.
nice.
I hand it back
All
to her and
right.
I said, "Here you go. This will be useful to catch all those people you let free."
Oh, I'm not
And
going
then I
after
walk
them.
back. Well, if they ever come back for us, there you go. And I start walking back to the fire.
All right.
How
You have
many
a
charges
first
of-
level sleep.
Okay, I have one sleep spell.
So you have one. You have one slot left, unless you want to try for bigger and harder. Yeah.
Okay, so what? How many slots are in the stone?
2.
2. Okay, so he
Yeah.
put sleep in. Let me check. Come on.
You can use 2 first level spells or 1 second level. There's other things you can do, but it could potentially hurt the
Yeah,
stone.
give me.
Oh, Riggs, they need you real quick.
Sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
do
yeah,
that
let
while I
them
figure this
know.
out.
I will tell them when they get back.
I'm gonna go over here.
Oh, hold on.
Go ahead.
So apparently Pariah is in the chat and wants.
What is this song?
You've never heard Terrible Dancing?
I don't think so.
Oh, dude, it's a thing in Desert Bus every
Oh,
year,
okay.
and it's a widespread meme.
I
It's
probably
the
know
meme
it
where
and just use
the girls
use the sleep
said-
spell on fries and put it in his butt.
magic butt farts. He said you should put the stone in your butt for magic butt farts.
Well, he already has telepoot.
Oh,
There you
Pariah
go.
missed that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Can you load telepoop into your thing?
Can you load telepoot? No, maybe. Yeah.
Actually, I'd be interested to see what you could do with it, because it is a. I don't know. Can you? Because it's technically like.
But it's
like
a
more like a
spell, right?
cantrip.
Or is it a cantrip?
It's a
Well,
cantrip.
it's a cantrip, but those act like spells. But the thing is, I don't. It's not my cantrip. It's from the book, so I don't know how that would work.
Right.
I would say, out of character, Sato, what did you think of my response? Because I've been planning that for a week.
Fucking sad.
The sleeping powder was unexpected for sure.
No, I've been planning that since I tried to put the guard to sleep and you beat me to it and cut his head in half. I have been plotting that. It's like, fine, since I couldn't use the sleep powder here, I'll just use it later on Sato.
All right.
Uh,
So,
By the way, Lyric and Azel, all you really missed was Artok decided to put a sleep spell in the spell stone for Talia.
Oh, okay.
And also Pariah
Hey.
apparently wants him to wants her to use the sleep spell on Fries and put it in his butt.
You had a spell slot left?
He regained one during his
Short rest.
Oh,
Short
yeah,
rest.
arcane recovery. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we had a short rest last night. Why I have a long rest and why I was able to turn back into myself.
Yeah, so, figuring on how we're going to do this, Azel would like to emphasize to Artok that, he would like to take first watch with Artok to speak to him.
Okay.
it's pretty early.
Whenever we get
No.
around to it.
Yeah,
Whenever we get
yeah.
around to it.
Okay.
I just got your message, Reeks. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I put 10. I was like,
Well, I
why?
was like, not sure how that's gonna work then, but okay.
Yeah, so you
Figure
could
it
do it
out.
as a ritual, and as a ritual, for the case of this, we're gonna say that anything that you have identified in your possession, you can just do a ritual together
Sounds good.
instead of just having
Um,
it take you 1,000 hours.
With that note said, I'm gonna assume Lyric and I are done and we're gonna head back to the group. Yes, no?
Okay. Sure.
Are you
Is that what you guys wanna
ready?
do?
Are you ready to head back to the group?
Is the head
We can
fixed?
just stay. The head is fixed,
All right.
but if we want to sit and talk about it, we can sit and talk about it.
You can actually see from here, Trix and Lyric. You can also smell over top of the fire that's burning about 100 feet away from you. You can smell with just the beautiful aroma of pork and potatoes and carrots and all kinds of stuff simmering together and just lofting in the air.
Smells like dinner's done. Do you want
Sorry,
some?
my headset unplugged. I missed like the last 15 seconds.
Smells like dinner's done. Do you want some?
Food sounds good right now.
Food will help. Food will help with the whole my stomach's kind of churny because I saw the first person die kind of thing. Yeah. Come on, let's go get you some food.
It's about
Wish you
8
hadn't
about
reminded
8
me of
o'clock
that.
about 8 p.m. 8:30, something around there, about 8 o'clock.
I'm gonna come back to the fire and start pouring tea into some cups and I'm gonna yell for Talia. Talia, I have tea.
Trix is a little fire sensitive. Trix is gonna stay over by the door.
Okay. I'll come sit, yeah.
I'm gonna bring tea and food for both of them over here and come eat with them.
All right.
Yeah,
And
it'll also start dishing out the stew.
okay. Nice. So there's
And
all around camp, you see the steam from the kettle, from the just piping hot, just boiling. You can see Lyric's little teapot with various teas seeping. Azel, sorry.
oh, I was going to say, once I'm handed the tea and the stew, I'm going to like always on guard, always watching his back. Azel's going to sniff both the food and the tea just to see if there's like any poison in it or anything like that. I know there's not like outside the game, but like just as a flavor moment for the character, he's gonna sniff it to
You're gonna
see if
just
there's
sniff it?
anything off about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can sniff it. Smells like stew, like potatoes, corn, meat.
Yeah, and once he's sure that like nothing's wrong with it, he's gonna start eating, obviously.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So does everybody have tea and stew?
Yeah, and I would like to add that while Trix is eating
Some
and
bread.
drinking, her face mask is not being taken off. It's still there. She's just taking it under the mask to eat and drink.
Wow. Okay. She's
Really-
really in a place right
Really
now.
committed
No,
to that,
that's
aren't you?
how she normally does it.
Yeah.
That is normal
Oh.
for her.
I see.
This is
Okay.
really committed to that secret identity thing there, aren't you?
Really
dear?
is. Yeah. It really is. Okay, so
This has been a lifelong thing for her.
Um,
She's really good at it by now.
No one
perfect.
cared who I was until I put on the mask.
God.
So all of you gather around the kettle in the middle with your bowls, your mess kits, as Sato the Barbarian scoops it out, seeming very proud of the work that he's done to make this wonderful meal for everybody. Based on
after everything. Fuck.
yeah, the collection of Sorry, did you want to say something?
No, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And starts scooping it out into nice portions into everybody's bowl. There's a nice loaf of bread. It seems to be cut into pieces for everybody to pass around. You all have your tea, and you have a wonderful show in front of you in the scene of a burning structure. Flames reaching
Trix is not
60,
looking that
70
way.
miles into the or feet into the sky.
And just to confirm, since we're on recording now, you did say there is 0 chance of a forest fire starting, because that's something Trix would be very concerned about.
It's pretty cleared out around the mill itself. You can tell. All around you again are stone ruins. It seems like this place was also built on the ruins of another place. So this was cleared out. Looks like many years ago.
Do you
A very
think,
large field.
Talia, do you think the little kobold started that fire?
Not sure. Some place like
if he
that.
did, I'm going to beat him.
I really don't think so. I think a place like that would have had a lot of enemies. Exactly seemed like the nicest.
Talk of someone starting fires is gonna bother Trix enough where she's gonna finish up and say, I'm gonna go check on the oxen.
She is really committed to the secret identity thing. I mean, I suppose not.
Surely you could understand.
Yeah, but I can't tell her that.
I know. Give her some time. She'll come around. There's a real fighter underneath all of that. I can tell.
Okay.
Would you forgive me for holding a secret against you?
Of course.
I might have seen some things on her, and I don't think it would be right to tell you.
Oh, no, please. That's. Keep your secret. Tell us when she's ready, or she won't. Up to her.
That's fair.
We'll say that aside from the spook of your conversation, after food and drink, she is seeming a bit back more to normal.
Okay.
Food is a balm for the soul.
Yep.
All right, everybody starts to eat, and it's delicious.
This is really good soup.
Sato the Barbarian did a good job with
Great
the
things.
seasoning and everything.
Nods and appreciate it.
Okay.
Yes, as I'm eating it,
Yeah.
I'll point out and say that this is surprisingly good. I didn't expect for Glad to make something this good. Although I hate to think about it, but kind of reminds me of when I was camping with Mipa. He made the best chili.
Meepa, wow. He did have a chef's hat.
We also know that he made a not so pleasant stew.
Oh, I want to point out that I'm drinking my tea out of the teacup that I carry on my hip.
Oh, perfect.
My fancy little teacup that I carry on my hip.
You can see her sitting there, kind of proper, with her teacup. Is your pinky out, Lyric?
No, my hands
No?
are so tiny I can hold the whole.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Got you.
Those
I'd like to
tiny
comment
hands.
how someone
They're
who's so
huge.
posh can
Yeah.
smash a guy's face in.
With like
her
a single
fist.
palm. Yeah.
She's only 5 foot tall, you guys. She's little.
Like you, IRL.
The contrast is funny though.
She packs a wallop.
I will say, I sent y'all a text to this effect. I'll just say out of character. If anyone wanted to ask Trix about her
Let
pyrophobia
it happen
specifically,
naturally.
um,
Let it happen naturally.
While
We have
we're
all
eating,
night.
I lean over to Loki. Is that your character's name, Loki?
Yes.
But we don't
Okay.
know that yet. But
I
yeah.
don't know that yet.
You could
Hey, what's your name, buddy?
You're right. We have yet to introduce ourselves.
It's true.
Well,
My
my
name is
name
Loki.
Loki. My name is Artok. This is Sato, the barbarian.
Nice.
That idiot standing over there is Asshole. And those are
Nice
the
to meet
the
you,
bleeding
Asshole.
hearts behind us.
Nice to meet you, Sato.
Only you knew.
We have names.
Asshole is not going
and
to
as
say
he
anything
starts
to that.
talking to Loki, Trix
You
is going to
got
be
that.
a little curious and move a little closer to the door.
I'm
But she's staying
Lyric.
inside the barn.
I'm Lyric. This is Talia. That's Trix back there in the barn.
You alright?
Trix waves.
Yeah,
Little
she's
wave.
alright.
She's spooked, apparently.
So our new horned friend is one horned guy to another. You got a little package in the burning building. Thieves' tools, was it? Did I see that correctly?
It's also some swords.
Very cool.
The
Do you mind
rogue
if
may
I
be
take
interested
just a
in.
look at the thieves' kit? I promise I'll give it back. I'm just very interested in it.
Don't trust him. The last time somebody made a trade with him, they lost 3 gold.
I
We
can
bought
help you
it.
out.
Well,
It's
to be
also
Hold
helpful
on.
to
fair,
We bought it
Hold
for
on.
5
pocket.
silver.
Azel jumps in and 5 silver.
Well, the 5 silver is for the flour that you bought for your husband, but the 3 gold you gave me.
Actually,
So-
no. Sorry, I'm going to be retroactive. Azel's not jumping in. Actually, Azel is very much staying out of this entire conversation, just kind of keeping his head down. He's seemingly lost in thought.
Oh, so my great burn,
I'd
just
like to point out that
nothing.
D&D.
No,
I'd
he
like to
heard
point out
it.
that
He heard
D&D
it.
is inclusive.
He heard it. Trust me. He heard it. It's just he's lost in thought. He's acknowledging everything that's going on around him, looking around, but he's just really thinking about some things right now.
Did we break the sarcastic bard?
I promise,
Technically-
I'll give it back. I'm no thief.
Talia, are you still sure we should be traveling with them?
I am.
Okay. You say so.
Well, I'm gonna rummage through my pack and hand him the thieves' tools. And inquire
Loki.
about his drum.
My
Just
drum?
a question.
Wrong person, Loki.
Yeah,
I'm
The
the
dragon's
wizard.
the one talking to you.
Yes.
drum guy
Oh.
is Azel.
Yeah,
Wizard
the
staff
wizard.
guy
The
is
wizard is
Wizard who's
talking.
sitting next to you, yes.
Hmm.
Uh,
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
well,
just-
then I'll hand him the tools. Because, whoops.
So-
My bad.
okay, so I just take the tools and open it up, start looking through them, feeling them, smelling them, flipping them over in my hands, just getting familiar with them. And then once I, had seen enough, I put them back where I found them and hand them back to him and say thank you.
Oh, you piece of shit. I know what you're doing and I love it. Anyway, continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump in
So
there.
as you
I'm gonna-
pass it back, I kind of lean over to you and ask you, so who's in charge here?
That is a really good question.
Absolutely no one.
We all kind of met off a ship, and we all kind of got roped into delivering these goods to Rockseeker and Phandelver.
They're doing it for the gold, right?
Yeah, and when we were camping the other night, we had your little Meepa friend come and ask us to help you out. So
See, that's interesting. I actually came from the east. And to be honest, I'm not really sure where we even are right now.
well, we're on the west coast of the continent. I'm assuming it's a continent, Reeks.
It is.
Good, perfect. So you've come quite a distance.
Well, here we have a map we can show you.
Oh, that'd be great.
Okay.
Pull out my map, not the one that I found, but my personal.
Oh.
Let him look at it.
Everything went black!
It's okay.
Just
He's
scroll down.
showing us the
Scroll
map.
down.
He's showing us the map. If you
Look
scroll
what I
down.
added.
Yes.
I can't see anything.
Yes.
Gotta-
You have to
gotta
scroll down.
scroll
Zoom
down.
out.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I still don't see anything.
You gotta scroll out a
Zoom
little
You
bit.
out.
gotta zoom out to like at least 67.
Hey, there it is. I can
Yeah.
see it.
And then you can zoom back in.
Yes.
reeks, I
Old
love this.
Mill Complex. Swamp Temple. I can't wait to go back there. Docks. Okay.
I can. There's bad dream mosquitoes there.
Old Mill.
You guys love the
Okay.
mosquitoes.
Dude, for
They're
real.
memorable, dude.
Cats.
I also do love the freaking Settlers of Catan grid we got going on.
That is
Yeah, it is kind of a Settlers of Catan grid.
You know, actually,
Okay,
we've come
I'm gonna go
pretty
back.
damn far.
You have, actually. You
About
have.
halfway to Phandelver. Well,
Yep,
plus
about
a little
halfway.
more.
Nah.
A little more, yeah. All right. Let me
If
know
we
when you're
would
good, and I'm
just
going to take it
travel
back.
instead of getting into
So-
shenanigans, we'd
So
probably
I'm
already be
looking
there.
at this map with them,
Yes, this is the map that we have.
You are.
and
Bless
I
you.
see all the marks you guys have on it as well.
Yes.
Yeah, those are all things that I would have marked on my map. I made sure. So.
Okay, so I'm gonna just kind of point towards the Swamp Temple and inquire about that. What is that? Swamp Temple?
Not entirely sure yet. There's definitely some mystery going on there, but we felt it best
Meepo
to get
apparently
the.
was living there.
Oh yes, Meepo was living there, or hiding there. We felt it best to get the things delivered before we spent too much time investigating what could very well be a death trap.
You're looking for him. That's a good place to start.
Can
I
you
would
describe the
recommend
temple
getting
to
to Phandalin and flying first. Oh, sure. It had a secret room. It had some sort of hieroglyphics or symbols above the door that could be changed by interacting with things inside the temple. I think there's more to discover there.
Very, very interesting.
Trust me, I'm ready
I've
to go
seen a
back.
similar temple before.
Where?
Hmm. Well, considering where we
Approximately.
are now, I'd say to the northeast.
In the forest?
No, it was oddly enough in a meadow on the side of a hill. I did not go into it.
And you said to the northeast.
Yes.
That.
Okay, that's all I got.
That's all he's got.
Nice, nice.
I passed the baton.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna take us back to the other map.
Fantastic.
And then there was darkness. And flame. Oh, wait. Scroll up, scroll up. There we go.
You can like right click and then drag it around wherever you need.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all.
Yep.
And here I
Oh,
was
he
using
didn't
this
know how to
side thing.
right-click.
Ha ha! Right click, my friend. Right click.
Technology! Thank you.
Okay.
Forged in the
Since-
fires of.
Since
Anyway.
things have kind of calmed down a little bit, Trix is going to get a little closer to Loki because she's quite curious about him.
And
Okay.
while they're doing that, I'm gonna take out my brand new fancy quarterstaff and use my dagger to start carving designs into it, hieroglyphs, intricate, pretty designs.
Oh, sounds good. Yeah.
Uh, and she kind of looks up at like your horns. And I assume you have hooves and whatnot.
Yes.
I've never really seen anyone quite like you. Where did you come from?
Hmm. I do not feel comfortable sharing that information.
I'm just there's someone I'm looking for that's a bit similar to whatever it is you are. No offense.
None taken. I mean, as you have already seen, my kind is usually captured and traded and sold. So I'd rather not reveal too much information about where I come from.
What?
Not so much for me, but as for protection for my kin.
That's understandable, but forgive me for just asking, but what exactly are you?
I am a satyr.
What what's a satyr?
That's really confusing. That's would be like the dragon asking what a dragon is.
Like what kind of places do they live? What do y'all do?
Again, that's like asking a fish why he swims.
I love
a
this.
satyr.
She came from a very small town and has not seen that much interesting stuff, so probably never even heard the word satyr before today.
Funny.
So
Trix
that's
has had a very confusing day.
yes, Trix has had a very, very confusing day. But she's also gonna ask, is this the first time you were captured? Or has this happened before? Because you seem very calm about this.
It's not the first time. Usually I'm able to get out by myself. But these guys were prepared. A little too prepared, actually.
Usually,
Like they had been planning it for quite some time.
usually, how many times have you had to break yourself out of someplace?
Several.
Like more than 5, more than 10, more than 20?
I've honestly lost track.
But she's just gonna kind of look at you with these really big eyes, like, dude, what the hell?
At this point, I'm gonna point out my age to her. I've been around for a while. I'm 104, and
You're a what?
104.
Why are you not dead?
Well, fake creatures tend to live longer than average humans or dwarves or I'm sorry, what?
That's complicated.
Right.
Yeah, everybody kind of at this moment, everybody's eyes perk up and they kind of look in your direction, Trix. When he asks you that question.
You are asking a lot of questions about what everybody else is.
We did notice something on your head there. I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'm not sure everybody is being completely honest with each other here.
You may want to get that looked at. That doesn't look right.
It's for
Best
me.
I could.
But I made a promise.
A promise?
Not to tell.
Don't have to.
About secrecy. I can understand and respect that.
Yeah, it is what it is. We all got our backgrounds.
We all have our secrets.
That's all it takes to get y'all to let it go.
In a very,
It is now.
very
For now.
kind of knowing, like, yeah.
I promised my mom that I wouldn't tell anybody.
Okay. I can respect that. I know that there is some value in some secrets.
Not that kind of secret. Just a. She wants me to be safe, or wanted me to be safe.
Again, I can understand wanting to protect others. And you don't have to share if you don't want to. I understand.
I mean, seems like you'll be pretty safe with as good of a sharpshooter as you are. You got that guy right through the eye.
Careful.
She kind of winces a little bit at that and focuses on just the shooting. I grew up near a forest. I've been hunting a lot. I like the bow.
That's useful.
It's
Maybe
Gonna
she can
hurry
catch
us.
some rabbits for us.
I'm gonna hop really close to her, kind of tap on her, and motion for her to come closer so I can whisper to her.
I'm gonna yell, I thought it was a great shot.
Yes, great shot.
And if she comes closer, and when she comes
Yes.
closer, I'll tell her that that thing you did with the sleeping powder, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Way to show him that size doesn't matter.
I've used that trick a lot before.
And then I'm gonna hop over to the stump next to the orc. And just kind of stare at me like, so, what are you doing all the way down here? Why aren't you with the rest of your kind?
Azel's kind of taken aback. I'm sorry, you're talking to me?
I've had a chance to talk to mostly everyone in the party so far, except you.
Well, I kind of try to keep to myself for the most part. I'm really only in this traveling party for the gold. I'm not with my kind because I didn't want to be with my kind anymore. And I left. And so now here I am.
I see. Interesting. Interesting. I see you have some instruments with you.
Yes, I have this drum here and my scrolls.
I have a thing for instruments.
Yeah, this drum's been with me ever since I was a child, around I'd say for 12, 13 years now. It's been a really good drum to me.
Do you mind if I take a look at that drum?
Uh, I will let you look at it. I don't like people to touch my stuff. And I will hold out the drum for him to look at, but I won't let him take it.
Okay, so you're just kind of like you're extending you're kind of you're allowing him to kind of examine it while it's still in your hands.
Yes,
Okay.
he can examine like all the markings and stuff on it and all of that.
Okay, perfect. Loki,
Yes.
what you see without any kind of checks, what you notice, if you want to make some checks, you absolutely can as long as Azel allows it. But what you notice right away immediately is the amazing carve work and stuff on this all throughout the sides of this drum. The way that the skin is stretched, the metal that bands around the outside edge of the perimeter of the skin. There are actually two bands. One has very fine, like it looks like chisel markings in the metal banding. It looks like it would have taken just hours and hours for somebody to sit there and do. This drum looks exquisite, very old, very ancient.
Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna want to try and touch it. I want to test something.
I will reel back. Well, here's the thing. If you tell me,
No, I'm gonna
All right.
ask you if I can touch it.
I will allow you.
I'm not just gonna try and touch
I'll,
it.
Yeah, I'll let you touch it. Just don't try to take it, please.
This is a
You are?
very.
Yes. Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry. You are allowing him? Yes. To.
I'm allowing him to touch it, just not take it.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, Loki.
Out of character question here.
Yes.
The reason why I want to look at it is because I have a suspicion that the drum is similar to my flute.
Oh, okay, okay.
Would I be able to tell that,
So,
or do I need to roll perception or?
I would say in this case, you pass your hand over the drum, and you sense that there's something special about it, but not the same as your flute. I'll give you that one for absolutely nothing.
Okay. Okay.
You absolutely can roll a perception if you'd like. You can roll. You can check it out deeper as long as the Azel allows you to, and we can get into doing some rolls if you'd like.
I will let him examine it, but I will not let him touch it or hold it or anything like that.
Okay.
I will also say in character that this is the instrument that I use as a medium to cast my bardic spells.
Fascinating.
Yeah, you can tell that there's a focal connection between Azel and the drum. It's not like you and your flute, but there is absolutely a connection there you can sense without even touching the drum.
Well, I will let him touch it. I just won't let him hold it in his. I won't let him take it away from my grasp, essentially. But I will let him touch it, like run his hand on it, anything that he wants to do.
So can I roll perception on that?
Absolutely, you can. Please give me a perception check.
But
And
this
you just
is
want to
the
find
one-
out? Are you just trying to find out like a general?
I'm trying to figure out if his drum's an artifact like mine.
I'm gonna
Okay.
ask something real quick before you
Sure.
roll.
Mhm.
Would this be more of an investigation than a perception?
Well, I was gonna say it's probably depending on what you're checking for. If you're checking for like magical properties, it's gonna be an Arcana check. If you're looking for like distinct markings to just maybe to identify like a tribe or a clan or something, that would probably be a little bit deeper.
From the sounds of it, it's an Arcana.
Okay, so yeah,
Because I want to see whether or not he has an artifact similar to mine.
sure. So go ahead and roll an Arcana check. Do you know how to do that? You just hit. Yeah,
Wow.
you got it. Nice job.
Well,
20.
that was at advantage, so well, no.
It's okay. You
No,
always
that's
count
still the first number.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's still the first. Okay.
Very nice. So you very gently and you look at Azel as you're doing this because you know how delicate he is about his drum. You very delicately put your hand as you're looking at him on the skin, the top of the drum, and instantly a flash comes over your mind, and you can see what seems to be like a vision, maybe. It's blackness with just the tiniest faint, like like tiniest image of a fire in the distance, and a small boy looks like he's reaching into a pile of something. You can't be sure what, and pulls out the drum. Actually, you can see that it's shimmering off the fire. The bands. Uh, as he pulls it close to him, you can kind of see this green shimmer um, circle around the outer perimeter of the drum and kind of jet into his arms. Seemingly without him noticing. He doesn't seem to budge. And as this happens, a very large figure walks up behind him, um, and grabs the back of his clothes, lifting him in the air and yelling something in some strange foreign language to you. Uh, Suddenly, everything fades to black, and you're pulled back out as you lift your hand from off the skin of the drum.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Did Azel feel any of this or no?
I would say no.
Okay.
You saw a reaction.
Okay.
You saw
fair
him
enough.
kind of jump a little when it happened.
Alright, I'm gonna kind of lean in towards him a little bit so only he can hear me. And I'm whispering to him like, look, you know what you've got here, right?
It's just a drum I found. I like it.
With
No.
like a very, very serious look, I'm gonna kind of like grab him on both shoulders and pull him closer. And be like, that's no mere drum. That's a powerful artifact. The very
It's
reason I found myself chained in that dungeon is very likely because I too have an artifact very similar to that drum. You need to be careful.
what okay. Thank you. I guess for letting me know. It's just a drum I've had ever since I was a child. I never thought it was anything special. I mean, I use it for my spells, but any bard who has a connection to an instrument can use an instrument as a medium for their spells. So I don't.
That
But
artifact is far more than just a mere drum.
well,
And understand that that will make you a target. Don't flash it around.
eh, I'm already a target. But thank you for the warning.
That's all I got. I'll pass the baton.
Yep.
I love
Okay.
it. Love it.
Alright.
I love it.
We've
Okay.
been going for almost 2 hours, so
Yeah,
brings
let's,
us in
Have we?
at
Oh,
5
yeah.
an hour and a
Yeah.
half.
Let's go ahead and take 10, guys. Let's take a 10-minute break, get some coffee, go pee, grab a snack. We'll
Yep.
come back and we'll come back at 12:05. Oh well, my time. 11:05 your time.
11:05.
10:05 your time.
At
Seda.
5 after.
5 after. Yeah.
5 after 11. Our time.
Excellent. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna go make some real
I'm gonna grab a
IRL.
snack.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab
and
some coffee.
I'll be back.
Okay.
Make some.
Be right back.
Oh, before we
Instant
go,
coffee.
Loki,
Yes.
on your character sheet, do you see the little gear up in the top right?
Give me a second. I gotta pull it up. Yes, I see a gear.
Okay, click on that gear, and then where was it that we went to, up at the top right, it says roll queries. Set that to advantage toggle.
What?
Right, you clicked on the gear is highlighted in red, right?
Yes.
Okay, then immediately under where you see core bio spells, you'll see
said underwear.
roll queries, and then it'll have something next to it. Click on the spot next to it and change it to advantage toggle.
Roll advantage, toggle.
Yes, set that. And then
Okay.
up next to, core bio spells, you should now see a new bar that says advantage, normal, disadvantage.
Is this under the same gear or is it under
No, it'll be like
No, it's gonna
on the
be under
same
your.
horizontal to the gear.
normal? Yes. Okay.
All right,
Just-
that bar will allow you to choose whether you roll with advantage, whether you roll normal, or whether you roll with disadvantage automatically.
Oh, I see. You can toggle by clicking on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
You click on whichever one's in red is the one you're going to use.
Okay. Thank you.
This
Good to know.
way, if he
We've-
tells you roll with advantage or roll with disadvantage, instead of rolling twice, you can just click one of those and then roll.
It's something we figured out like during I think maybe session 2, session 1, but before you joined, and I wanted to let you know so that we didn't have to worry about double rolls from you anymore.
So let's do this. This is just a practice roll.
Go right ahead. We're on break. I will be back. I'm gonna go grab a snack.
See, it automatically highlights the lowest number because you rolled at disadvantage. You see
If
how
you do
the
it with
8 black and the 16 red?
advantage,
There
see,
you go.
and
Okay.
then normal.
Roll
Oh
20
damn!
does not have a staff that I like.
Very interesting. All right, I'm gonna make my coffee.
You know you can adjust the picture, right?
Yeah, yeah, sort of adjust the picture. Or not roll 20, Hero Forge. Hero Forge does not have a staff that I like.
Okay, well you have fun with that. I will be back.
I'm just gonna keep drinking my energy drink. I haven't opened a second one yet, though, so.
That's probably good.
What sort of shenanigans are y'all getting up to?
I am seriously looking at. If I find what I'm looking for, I'll share.
Rogue.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 do.
Dance. Boogie.
Yeah. Boobies.
Oh, did you see the boobies? Yeah. Let's see. Oh wow, I can't spell.
I'm back. Who all's still here?
Me. I'm
Did
hunting.
Did everybody else leave?
No, I think Mamie's here too.
Mimi's here.
I will say, Onk really wants to tell you about Trix's stuff, but Trix is not being cooperative and it sucks.
Don't you just love it?
No. No, I very much do not. And actually, looking at my water bottle, my water's a little low. I'm gonna go get some more. But I wanted to share that with y'all. Hang on.
I love when your characters don't let you do what you want to do.
Okay, I'm back.
Hi, back. I'm looking.
At what?
Trying to find something close to what I was picturing for, like, what I was carving into my staff.
Interesting.
It's proving rather difficult. It makes me wish I was an artist. Draw it.
Reek's talking about popcorn made me want popcorn.
Dude, same? And we definitely don't have popcorn.
Oh, I just went and made some. It's
Oh,
great.
I'm not making popcorn.
hey, you can't give me a better picture than that?
Back. And I should be good for now. I will say I'm really glad y'all enjoyed my pocket sand moment. I'm quite
That
proud
was
of it.
fantastic.
No, I knew I'd be able to make more when we're about to have a long rest, and I wanted an opportunity to use it, and he fucked it up. So, vengeance, harmless vengeance.
Really? There's not a better picture of this?
Also,
What?
Riggs, can I just mention that whole thing between Loki and
Yes.
Azel? I absolutely love.
Reeks there.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
So, husband went to Church's Chicken. Not sponsored, by the way. Whoever produces the video. And I have frosted honey butter biscuits, which I've never had before,
That just sounds too decadent.
and I like it
Too
because
decadent.
it's like crunchy and sweet and buttery, and then it has frosting on top of it.
Yeah, no, I can feel my arteries clogging already. So why did Loki roll athletics and insight?
He was checking.
I
Testing.
showed him how to set up the toggle advantage thing, and he was
Gotcha.
seeing what the difference was between the different settings.
Okay, so I'm gonna
And
put
actually,
this in chat, just so you guys have visuals.
I'm back.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in
Oh.
chat so you guys have visuals. But what I'm doing to, I guess I just put it in general. What I'm doing to the staff is along the like body of the staff, I'm carving this like dragon pattern that you can see in the picture I just shared, and then at the top, one side is going to have hieroglyphs for Anubis carved around it. The other side will have hieroglyphs for Nephthys carved around it at the top and bottom. And then the
Okay.
dragon in the center reads, you know why the dragon is there.
Yeah.
And
So that's
I-
how
I
I'm
was-
decorating my simple staff. It won't really do anything. It's just like a something to make me happy that it feels comfortable for me.
I was going to say I absolutely love what just happened between Loki and Azel.
I'm back.
That was amazing.
What do you think I'm gonna do with the thief's set?
Oh, you're gonna clone
Oh.
it.
So out of character.
You're gonna clone
yeah,
it,
out of-
right?
yeah, you're gonna clone it. You're gonna do what you did with that crossbow and summon it whenever we need, like, an extra tool or whatever.
That'd be really smart.
That would be really smart, wouldn't it?
Maybe I just wanted to sniff it.
Sniff the
Interesting.
metals. Yes, the bronze metallic dragon. is
Hey,
going
you don't
to
know. Maybe
sniff
it's
the
like
hey,
metals.
maybe that's a thing
We
for
don't-
his race.
no kink shaming.
He has a sniff fetish.
No kink shaming. No, but you and I are gonna talk during our
Maybe I don't wanna.
What?
Maybe
Oh.
I don't wanna.
Well, if you don't, that's up to you.
Well.
No, but yeah, Azel's got some stuff going on in his head right now.
Riggs. Saying popcorn. That's
Yep.
a good suggestion. This is a game changer.
Oh, right, right.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying, man.
So good.
It's literally salty styrofoam is what popcorn is.
I'm back. Sorry I'm late.
You
You're
are
not
not.
eating the right
Later it is
plant.
exactly the right time.
There you go.
I had a sudden tooth issue. I wasn't expecting
Oh,
to take any of
nice.
that.
By the
bite.
way, Alec,
So-
I can hear that you're clicking something. I don't think your noise suppression is working right.
No.
Yep.
Damn.
Nope. You're snapping.
Yep. I need to
Dying.
make sure that is fixed.
If it is
because-
on, just restart Discord. That should fix it.
Oh, do
Takes
you
like
need to?
30 seconds.
Yeah, go ahead and do that before we
No, it's fixed.
restart. Okay, okay.
All right.
Give me an R if you're ready.
Grrr. Wait, I can tell you.
Yarr,
No, we go like this. Da da dum.
Give me an R.
Da-da-da.
Give me
Oh, Sato,
Christine's like, give me a D.
a...
RD?
is there
I
going
don't
to
know.
be any
Why a
sort
D?
of
Ready,
retaliation from your
Oh, she said ready.
barbarian
Yeah.
pocket sand?
For... Oh, the sleeping dog that got me out by that.
Please.
I mean, even just a
Give me an I,
response.
give me a D, give me an asshole hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I guess we
Dude,
should
that's
pick
what we
the
should
answer
try
back
to
up.
do when it's time for a ready check. We should try to spell out rings. I know we're gonna fail miserably, but it will be hilarious.
Oh my
Yeah, I just
God.
love like when he's like, "Give me a ready check." I can just hear the ready music and wow, like it,
Oh,
it
God.
permanently ingrained in my brain. Yes.
We need that. Shit,
Is there
we
some way
need
to put that as a soundbite?
Oh,
play
No,
that
you need to see if there's
Yeah.
a way to add it to the Discord server.
and
Y'all.
ready check us with it.
Mm,
Be
Yeah,
amazing.
I
just-
wonder.
Just for a funnies, glance in my Discord server. Somebody shared this today. This is plans for a new city block in my city.
Oh my god.
Did you
are
see that?
serious? Wow.
Yeah.
It's great.
The comments on this are spectacular. Let me tell you.
Penis.
No, I'm just looking at the phrase. Hope the city gets hard on these developers.
Uh-huh.
Oh god.
Wow.
Now what they need is a few streets that spread out from the tower.
Oh god.
God.
That's a cul-de-sac. It doesn't
On
work
that
that way.
note,
What would they name the offshoot streets? Like pre, and then the other one pump,
Oh.
and then the other one P.
I'm good with it.
Seaman Avenue.
the first bank after land. I don't know.
Okay, back on target.
All right, guys. So Talia, as you
Oh,
sit
God.
and begin to carve your quarterstaff with this beautiful, intricate, ancient design, I'm gonna say if you want to do this full design, I would say maybe spread out over like a couple of days. We'll say,
Sure.
and that'll be like it'll complete it. Yeah.
Works for me. I figure I
Awesome.
can work on it now before we go to bed, and then like a
Yeah.
couple hours during my watch, and
For
you know,
sure.
get it completed.
I love it. Great. Okay. So so I'm sure a couple of you notice her doing this. Okay, the floor is yours.
What you doing?
I'm better.
Better?
Everyone have something that reminds them of some place where they were happy. My way of reminding me of a happy time.
Trix kind of fiddles with her necklace. Yeah. I can understand that.
You're welcome to sit with me and watch at least till bedtime.
Speaking
You're
of
already
making
sitting.
things better, if anyone's interested, I can identify your new items for you.
Oh, yes, please.
With
Would
this
you
pearl.
look at this weird sword thing? It has teeth.
Sure. Anybody else
Keith.
want to get their items
It has
identified?
teeth on the scabbard.
I may jump in there in a little bit. We'll let them go.
Well,
But
it's all at
I
once.
will say this will consume my resources, so if you don't want it, I'm not sure the next time we can do it.
that
Oh,
should-
you're
How
talking-
many
are you talking
items
about
can
the
you
pearl?
do on that one pearl?
So how that works is, as long as you have that pearl on you, like in
It's
your pocket
consumed
or-
though. No, when you have when they have a value, it says in the book that they're consumed.
Are you sure that it works that way
House
with
rule.
identify?
House rule.
Let me.
Well, and it would. Well, the thing is, it would make it like some of the spells super strong if that's not a rule.
Yeah, for tonight, for the sake of it, for tonight, let's say you can go ahead and identify all the stuff that you have now, and then I'll find out through the week, and then we'll decide by next week if you still have the pearl or not.
It could be a
Does
special
that sound good?
identify pearl.
Yeah. I mean,
And then,
it's
and
your
then
I
that
don't
way.
really have anything.
Okay, well that way it's fair if it's that if those are the rules, then that's the way we'll make it. But then that way now you'll be able to do what you have. You know what I mean?
Oh, you do
In the meantime.
actually, Lyric Love. You
A
have that
spell doesn't
jade.
consume its.
Oh,
pendant
the jade
thing.
amulet. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was going to say a spell doesn't consume its material components unless its description says it does.
But
Yeah, it might not. I don't see.
I don't think
I'm
that it
trying to read
consumes
here,
the
too,
pearl.
The
yeah.
pearl, it says specifically, the pearl required by the identify spell is not consumed.
Yeah, I didn't think
Oh,
so.
good.
Yeah, good.
Okay, I'm
so
sorry.
as long as you keep it like in your coin pouch, Artok, you should be able to just indefinitely have it for always.
Where's that
I'll
say that?
I'll get up and
Yeah. So he
walk
just
over and
okay.
give Artok the jade pendant. Would you mind figuring out what this is? And while I'm
Yeah.
over there, I'm gonna look at Loki. Hey, Loki, do you still have rations in your bag when they took your bag, or do you need rations?
Character, I'm not sure. Do I?
Oh, you do. Yeah, you do.
Oh, we've got
You
that puzzle
absolutely
as
do.
well. To make sure we get that puzzle in there. Cube thingy.
Oh yeah. Who wants their first go with the puzzle?
Well, let's identify
I
it first. We don't know what it is yet.
Okay,
It's-
so it'll
I like puzzles.
So it'll take Artok about an hour in game time, doing a ritual with everything laid out in front of him to identify everything.
I'm
So
gonna give him a halberd and a great axe too. Then in that case.
I would like to try to sneak in the broken sword without him knowing, because I don't want to get into it with him right now. I just want to try to get it identified.
oh yeah. So do you want to interact with him for this, or do you just want to like kind of lay it in front of him?
I'm not going to say anything. I would just like to lay it in front of him in the pile.
I
Okay,
just
well,
look
he's-
at him and
yeah.
smirk.
Okay, do you allow it? You just
Yeah,
allow it?
I don't say anything, but
I love
I
it. I
just
love it.
smirk at him.
All right. So Artok, it'll take you a little bit of time if anybody wants to do anything in the meantime.
I'm just gonna work on my stuff.
I'm gonna pull my little wooden flute out that I like to play and start playing on it.
Are we getting close to like actually like long rest sleep time though?
Yeah,
Because-
so it's around 9:30.
Because even though I turn that short rest into long rest, I still have to meditate and get my key points back, and this is how I meditate.
Nice. I love it. Actually, that's really cool. While all this is happening, so
Keep points
Trix,
Huh?
Talia, and Azel, if you guys would, you start to just feel a little bit of the rumbly in your tummy, just a little. Chris is
Oh,
laughing
no.
at me in the
I heard
background.
that. I heard that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Do you hear her laughing?
Yes. She's cackling. She's evil. She is evil. She is straight up evil.
She knows what this is, doesn't she?
Oh shit!
Rumbly and the tumbly.
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Was it your choice of words, or did she know something we don't?
No, it was the choice of words. I think.
Okay. You had me scared there for a second.
So, nothing right now. Consequence. Just noticeable.
Oh boy.
You guys can continue.
Who is this?
Me.
Trix, Talia, and Azel.
And while we sit here, Trix is going to pull out a sketchbook and start sketching with the nearby trees.
Just playing
Yes.
my little flute.
Screw it. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm gonna go over here behind the trees and go to the bathroom just in
You got
case.
Okay. Nice.
Actually, yeah, bathroom.
You're gonna go to the bathroom. All right.
Those are
Okay.
things we
Fuck
should
it.
do.
Yeah, fuck
All
it.
right,
I'm
so-
gonna do the same.
So,
Yeah, over here.
so you all
Oh my
look
gosh.
as in like almost instantaneous. Trix, Arta, Azel, and Talia all seem to get up at the same time, kind of look at each other and go in different directions. To go and kind of pop a squat behind a bush somewhere.
Oh, good lord.
I'd like to. Is it possible to like move away from Trix? I feel like I'm a little too close while I'm doing this.
She is like far away.
She's behind a rock.
Yeah, but
That's
like
what-
I
hold on,
can
hold on,
smell
hold on.
it.
Hold on, let's find out if you can.
Can you? You close
No.
enough?
What should I?
I'm
30?
over
You're
30
35
feet away. You're fine.
I mean, if it's what we think it is, I think that'd be enough.
Yeah.
No,
and-
Trix would be a
Should I
responsible
should I
person.
roll for perception?
Hold on.
No.
He is a non-human character with
Yeah.
I'll give you
better
that. But Trix
smell.
would be a responsible outdoors
At least
person.
go behind the next.
Dig a hole.
At least go behind the next
and
set
then
of
If
trees
bury.
over
possible, she'd
here.
go further away.
Oh my god.
There are wolves in these woods.
Well, sounds
I
like
think that
your
you're
problem.
gonna scare them off with whatever you're doing.
No
Well,
wolf
we're
will
the
come
only
close.
ones who get sick.
This will persuade any wolves wanting to eat us to go away.
I'll go here.
That's
Okay.
probably
Go towards the
closer.
pond.
It's
I was
not.
35.
Does Loki, Lyric, Artak, or
It's
Sato?
further.
Would any of you like to do anything?
I'm still identifying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go stand beside. Who's identifying Artok?
Yes.
While he's identifying, and I walk up to Artok, and I'm just gonna say, fuck, man. Thanks for fucking kicking me in the ribs and waking me up, man. That sleeping powder caught me off guard.
Oh, yeah.
And after saying that, I'm just gonna say, here, man, and I'm gonna slip him a book.
What's a buck?
A book.
Oh, a book.
A book, yeah.
I think you said
Alright.
like,
I don't know if
Mighty
anyone
dollar.
wants to give him a copy of.
Oh,
what
I
it
can
is.
do that. Yep. If you want me to. Here, I'll give it to you.
trying not to break my concentration on identifying, but you can tell I'm very excited.
Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. He
While that's
hands you
going
this.
on, I'm going to make my way to Lyric.
He found in a crate wrapped in cloth.
Whoa.
Is,
Wow.
is this barn
Thank
flush
you.
to a wall, or can we go behind the barn?
You mean the very back?
Yeah.
So I kind of have it like pushed up against like trees and rocks and stuff. You can't really see it, but it's pretty flush up against.
Oh, okay. I was hoping I could like
a
sneak
cliff
through the
face.
back over to the water instead of having to walk around the front. But okay.
Oh, you probably no. You could probably like climb up on the rock easily enough without an athletics check or anything and kind of get around.
Yeah, that's
I
just
would
I
say
just want to
that that's
come over
probably
here.
easily enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you can probably do that.
Through the back so that I don't have to. I can
Yeah.
use this to like wash my hands and stuff and
Yeah.
clean up.
I have a little
Yep.
pond over here.
For sure. Like I'm sure you could find like a little hill or something. over
Yeah. All right. Cool.
there. Okay. Lyric, Sato, or Loki. Would any of you guys like to do anything?
Yes, I would like to converse with Lyric a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I would like to converse with Lyric.
Oh yes, please.
Okay, so sorry about earlier. I think I came on a little strong there. I apologize. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable. It's just illusion magic is my passion.
I can rest your mind by assuring you that this is not something I can teach you to do.
I see. Thank you. I appreciate that. And
You're
thanks for the
welcome.
tea. It was lovely.
You're welcome.
And then I'm gonna go back to my stump to sit at the fire because my hooves are cold.
Yeah, and I really need to get back to my flute playing. I really want my key points back. So-
Okay. Perfect. I love that. I love that you do that. I love that that's your thing with your character. That's super cool. All right.
I'm gonna come back.
Yep.
Clean
But
up
I
and
do want to point out
bathrooms
that it's a
and start working
very
on my stuff.
it's a very eerie, low sounding flute. Like it's a little unsettling, guys.
Ooh,
the
I like
sound
it.
that comes out of my
We're gonna have to come up with a soundbite for you every time you play your flute.
Azel cleans himself up and then meets everybody back at the camp. So
All right. The three of you, Trix, Talia, and Azel, you still feel a little rumbly tumbly in your tummy there.
uh-oh.
It's not horrible, but it's it's enough to know you notice that something's not quite right in there.
What did we eat?
Did you put
Everybody
in the
had the same
stew?
thing.
Can y'all not?
Meatball.
Can y'all not survive spicy food? Like,
Had an aversion to spice.
So, all right.
Your bloodlines are weak.
I would say in this amount of time, Artok, that would probably be enough time, and we'll speed it up just a little for the sake of it and say it's around 10:30 now, and I'm gonna give you the items here to pass out.
I don't remember who gave me what.
It's
so-
okay.
I give you a jade pendant.
I'm gonna give you
Sword.
4 items.
So looking at the rules, it's 10 minutes for divination, or not divination, for identifying, per item. So an hour would definitely be fine. Okay. Then
What is it? The jade,
The
thing.
pendant, the sword, and the puzzle.
Oh, the
Oh,
puzzle.
And the
And the
great
broken-
axe and the
And-
halberd
Oh,
and
that's
the
right.
broken sword.
That's right.
Broken sword.
Okay, so
and
yeah.
Azel's broken sword.
That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, so we'll start with the ones that I don't have cards for. The broken sword. You don't notice anything of. Well, you notice a magical aura from the broken sword, but it's something that you can't identify with the spell. It seems like it's out of the realm of the magics that you are able to sense. So if this is a magic sword, and it seems like it might be, even if weak, it's an ancient magic sword with some kind of power. The halberd that you discovered has a beautiful gem in it. It seems to be, it was in 2 pieces, I believe, Sato, correct? When you found it, it had
I
the
think so.
the
Yeah,
wooden
it had the
staff.
blade separate. Yeah.
Yeah, so you find that it is actually really, really sharp to the touch and made out of a super hardened kind of steel. It's a +1 halberd. The battle axe actually is just a regular battle axe. It's very pretty. Nothing magic about it. The halberd is a +1 magic though.
Interesting.
The other 2, the sword I gave Artok, and the jade piece I gave Artok as well. The puzzle.
Give him
Hello?
a sec, he's thinking.
ooh,
That should
Got
be
it.
everything. All
I
right,
was
you can
listening to
pass
these
them out as you-
background noises.
The cool thing is that you get to have the fun of
oh,
telling-
explaining what they are. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
in a cool RP kind of way.
All right.
So
let me
have
read
at it. It's the floor is
right.
yours, my friend.
Just give me a second. To
Yes.
read it. Yep. Okay, so starting with the jade pendant, I hold it out to Lyric. Blah, 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 blah. So I explained to her, once per long rest. Well, I guess it's hard to
Once
do
per
like the
day?
explanation with
Once
RP.
per day?
Hold on.
Every night when you go to bed.
Every night when you go to bed, this will reset. But what it'll allow you to do is to take a bonus reaction when you're attacked to have the damage taken to you. The attacker then takes half the negated damage. How do I put that in RP?
This one's going to be really
Half
hard
the damage
to
to
do.
you
Yeah.
goes on to them.
This is a damage reflection. And then there's one more piece. Hold on. Oh wow, this is super strong,
Do you,
Reese.
do you want me to? It's okay.
No,
It might be a little confusing, and because it might read that way. I don't know. I could have done a better job.
well, no, it's a great item. So there's some pieces to it. Hold on. Oh my god, this is gonna be super strong.
Oh, I'm nosy.
Yeah,
Which piece are you talking about?
the jade trinket. So
Yeah.
here, I just
Oh.
tell Lyric. From what I'm seeing, this jade pendant has a rising sun on it, and I think this will fare very well with how you beat people to death. So I'm gonna just send
Oh,
it to her.
nice.
Paste. Does that do it right? Yes. There you go.
Yeah, it
see.
really is kind of hard to RP like
Yeah,
technical
it's like
stuff.
that's what I'm.
Like
Uh,
Matt even has trouble with it.
yeah.
If you have any questions, just ask.
So
It
on
might be
the
confusing.
bonus
Yeah.
You know
reaction
what? Why
check.
don't you guys just like loop back around to me while I figure this out? Because I didn't read it fast enough. I was
Sure.
eating
It's all good,
popcorn.
man. Yeah, it's all right.
So if you guys have some RP to do in the meantime.
Okay, I will read that more closely. But that looks really fucking cool. Thank you for identifying this for me.
Of course.
Bartok?
Azel's gonna be sitting on that little bench thing, just intensely staring and examining his drum after what Loki just told him.
Nice.
Cato's
Nice.
just
That's
gonna sit
excellent.
and watch our talk do his thing, kind of interest of how this stuff gets identified. He's gonna find it interesting and just sort of sit and watch.
And it's quite fascinating too. And you noticed this when you saw Tovanak or Tuvanak do his thing, work his magic. It was very, very amazing to you, very fascinating to you. It's very similar.
All right, I got this one. All right, so who gave me the sword? The short sword?
Me.
All right, so I very carefully
Oh.
sheath the sword and put it in its sheath and hand it I get the hilt first to Trix, and I explained to her that the sword told me its name,
What?
and it
It
was
what?
speaking to me.
It what?
Yes.
I hold it very,
So
very
this
gingerly. In fact, I set
sword
it
is
on the ground.
very temperamental. But once per day, you're able to invoke the wrath of the blade, whose name is Algogath. And
Wrath
Algogath
of
will be able to give you,
Algogath?
yes, will be able to give you great power,
What the?
and cause a lot of damage to your foes. So
I
here you
don't
go.
know if I want this thing.
No, you want this thing.
Well,
You don't
Ankh wants this thing. I don't know if
Let's see,
Trix
okay.
wants this thing.
Copy, paste.
Having Soul Calibur flashbacks.
Bonus
Oh,
By
reaction.
the way, that was
Thing.
great.
Okay, I was just winging it. But I will warn you, be very careful. This blade bleeds pain.
Ooh.
What was the last thing? Okay. One more thing to look at.
Okay, while he's doing that, real quick, DM.
Yes.
Am I understanding this correctly? That this pendant absorb, I can use it once as a bonus reaction per day,
Right.
and half of whatever damage I take gets knocked back into my opponent.
That's right. And then you absorb
And
the
if
other.
it
Sorry.
and I absorb the other half that I can use later.
That's right. And you can use
But
as bonus.
if the target is knocked unconscious or killed by it, the cooldown is automatically reset. So that means I can use it twice.
That's right. You can use
I'm
it
gonna
over
go
and over
ahead.
if you play it right. So
I'm
any
gonna go ahead
Wow.
and put
Did you get the bottom part?
I'm putting the item
Yeah,
card
it's tiny.
in
Okay.
story
I'm having trouble
stuff
reading it.
because I know Ree probably wants to like show it on stream.
Oh, yeah. Where are you putting in story stuff? Oh,
The sword.
Okay, the sword. Cool.
I don't know how Trix feels about having that yet.
Write it down next. Okay, cool. Cool. I'll read that more closely later, but
Nice. And
I
if
just wanted to
anybody
make
has
sure I was understanding it.
Yeah, you got it.
Go get the grim blade.
Birch has
Okay, I got the last
conflicted
one.
feelings.
Teeth, it's got teeth on it. Ah, run for it.
All right, I got the last. Who handed me
What
the
I would
puzzle
say.
box?
Well, the puzzle box is kind of a group thing, so it can
Group
just go in the group
Group thing.
thing.
So I
We're all gonna take a swig at it.
I have the puzzle box in my hand and I'm looking it over like each side, and I explain I can't see any opening or crack in this box, but I feel bursts of power. Some weak, some strong. But it looks like we can try to open it. But I feel that if we try, it'll be hard to open it for a while. So I'd like to
Okay.
take the first attempt and try and open this, but I don't think it'll break
Go
with
for it.
anything I do with it.
Go for it.
If everybody's okay with that.
Can we read the card
Yeah.
first?
Yeah, I'll share it. Copy.
I'm cool with you doing it.
That's story stuff.
Yes.
Paste.
Is Lyric going to share the card for her amulet?
No.
Okay.
But I know what it
Orange
is.
line puzzle box.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
okay
I'd
too,
like
because
to-
hers, I didn't actually say anything else to, because I figured she wanted to kind of,
Yeah.
Okay.
save it, which is
Oh.
cool. Which is cool.
It's gonna take
I'm happy with it.
Oh,
it's gonna
sorry,
take
I-
him an hour to work on it.
Yeah, so I'd like to start working on that.
Okay, you got it.
Are you gonna do
immediately
that
after.
for your? It's getting kind of late though. We all need
Yeah.
to go to bed. don't
Well,
forget
I
that.
think he said he was taking first watch.
Yes, I'll
Oh,
take
okay.
first watch
Oh,
and play with the puzzle
yes.
box.
I
Oh,
would
perfect,
also like to take first watch with our dog.
Great.
Okay.
So excited.
Your enthusiasm is overwhelming, Prize.
I'm gonna pretend. I'm gonna lay my bedroll out and pretend to sleep. But since I've already had a long rest, I don't need to. But I'm gonna kind of like keep an ear out to make sure they don't fight.
Gotcha.
She's gonna make her bed in the barn,
All right.
where she can't see the fire, or hear it, or smell it, or perceive it in any way.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots of room there, like beside the cart and all that, behind the cart. Alright.
We're gonna go back in the corner behind the cart.
Nice.
Where are we bedding down, Talia?
Right here.
Okay.
Sato's gonna chill by the warm fire for a little bit.
All right. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so it is. I'm gonna say, for the sake of it, since we did the identify and we're doing the ritual and stuff, it's about 11:30 ish, close to midnight.
Okay.
It is here as well.
It is.
Oh, we should probably decide. I'll take second watch.
I'll take it with you.
Okay, so first watch.
Wait, has everybody gone to sleep yet?
So
Yeah, we're working on it.
Okay, so Artok and Azel, I'm gonna say we're not gonna do it with advantage. We're just gonna do them individually this time.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Before you do that,
Sure.
I'm sorry.
No problem.
I wasn't sure whether or not we were going to sleep yet. There was some RP I wanted to do.
Yeah, please,
Okay.
please, absolutely.
And I have a tiny bit as well.
Yep,
I guess
absolutely.
since they're making their beds there, I'll join them. So
Okay.
while everybody's watching, they see me reach into my pack and pull out 2 dirty socks and slowly pull them over my horns before I go to sleep. That is all.
I love it.
Those
That's
aren't
cute.
your cum socks, are they?
Oh God, Sato, no.
Oh, say no.
I am assuming that is out of character.
We'll go OC on that one.
Jeez.
And
Jeez.
in the little corner, I would like to make sleep powder again.
Yes, you got it. You're by yourself, so
Yes.
you take out the 2 little vials from your satchel, and you wave your hands over. You watch as the one vial with the stone on the floor in front of you. You watch as the one vial, as you wave your hand over it, this kind of red foggy smoke kind of encapsulates your palm and kind of moves up the side of your arm and kind of through your body and into another vial, empty vial in front of you. And the left hand, as you wave it over the stone, a blue kind of fog kind of wisps across your palm of your hand and into the empty vial and combines and creates a kind of a purple, foggy mist. And as you cork it, as you cork the vial, like immediately as soon as you cork it, you notice that this mist turns into a dust immediately. It materializes, and you have one ration of sleeping powder.
Yo. I'm done.
Okay.
Talia, we can, or we could hear something on your mic,
Nuh-uh.
some video or something.
You hear my bird?
It adds to
Your
the
bird
nighttime.
doesn't sound like it,
I
dude.
can't
Yeah,
even
it
tell,
does.
actually. Because of the background. It's great.
Oh, great. Bird's gone crazy.
See?
So Talia,
Yes.
Talia, Azel, and Trix. I need the three of you please to roll a
No.
Constitution saving throw.
God.
Oh,
Oh, God.
please, I don't want this. I don't want this to mess with the roleplay I'm about to have. No.
I would just like to know what
I'm
when
so
did
scared.
this
Oh,
happen
thank
to
God.
us?
Natural 20. I need 1 second. I'll be right back. 1 second.
Oh crap!
Oh, thank God.
Word tricks.
Fuck you!
You can
I
blame
really
it on.
want to know how did we draw the short straws here?
You can blame it on the oxen.
I am curious as to why only the three of us are affected.
What happened? There was no mosquito bite. What happened?
Your bloodlines are weak.
Did you wash your hands
All right.
before you ate your soup?
Yes.
Trix. Trix, you alone, you start to feel a rumbling, a overwhelming pressure kind of in the upper pit of your stomach. And
Oh,
as this happens, even as far away as Sato, where you're standing, Sato, you hear this coming from the barn. Just this blast of a fart, the loudest thing you've ever heard in your entire life. And
wow!
and behind it, Trix, you are absolutely in need of a bath now. Your stomach is absolutely turning, shifting.
Are my clothes ruined or anything, or is this?
Oh yes.
Oh, fuck!
Well, I guess you need to go
Oh,
take
no.
a bath.
Oh no!
Azel and Talia, your stomach is rumbly, but you're a little bit of gas,
Help.
basically,
Okay.
at the moment.
I'd like
My
to look
gas
over.
is silent and unnoticed because I rolled a natural 20.
That's right. Yep.
Nobody even knew I had a problem.
You have mastered the art of the SBD.
Yes,
And
yes.
I'm going to stealth my way over here.
Orcs fart.
Okay,
that's all
roll
I'm
roll
gonna
a stealth check.
Please, please.
Roll a stealth check.
Yes.
18. All right. You managed to very sneakily pass by everybody without being noticed as you waddle by everybody.
I'd,
Except for maybe the smell.
I'd like to look over at Azel and say, you're looking a little more green than usual.
He's not gonna acknowledge.
Santa's gonna say, not feeling well.
Trix is like in the back corner, as deep dark as possible, because she really doesn't want to have to do this here out in the middle of nowhere.
I have some things to talk to Artok about, so I'm
Yeah.
sorry if I'm not. No, I'm role playing this.
Oh, yeah.
Sato says
Sorry.
not feeling well, so I was
Yep.
just saying. I've just got some things on my mind, and I need to talk to Artok. So
I had to say, be my guest.
whenever you guys are ready, when we're doing the lookout stuff. So
Yep. I'm just about ready to roll perception for that. So if we're ready for that.
yeah.
Okay. Trix, you are.
No.
Your stomach is not happy right now. We'll just leave it at that for the moment.
Trix is in the process of attempting to clean herself up and her
Yeah,
clothes, and just
for sure.
it's not a happy time.
Yeah, it's shitty.
No pun
That
intended.
pun is bad.
I'm sorry, I had to. Okay.
TM.
Yes.
Loki, you said something?
Yeah.
Not TMI. Too much information.
Oh, I thought you
Oh.
said TM.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
Yeah.
say, this is probably the only time that she's actually fully taken off her disguise anywhere near to being public in a long ass time.
Wow.
Nobody
So
saw
she
you.
is
Nobody saw you.
She is a twitchy little ball of anxiety right now.
Oh yeah.
Fair, yeah.
Yep.
But nobody knows you're over there.
And you're so far
Yeah.
away that you couldn't even tell that nobody is looking, right? Like you
No.
As far as you're concerned, there like people could be watching, like trying to see what you're doing.
Trix has had a rough day.
She has had a really.
Why
really
did you
rough
do
day.
this to Trix?
Why did you
Like,
do this to
seriously.
Trix?
No, that was the die roll that did this. You and the dice.
Anyway.
All right, so Azel and Artok, whoever wants to do it first. I need you both to roll a perception check, but do them individually.
I'll let you go first.
Nice. Yeah, and then I'll go through, and then you can roll after.
All right, perception.
Yep, nice, 19. So as everybody starts to settle in, well, mostly everybody starts to settle in, you look around. You notice that Trix isn't anywhere nearby. She could be in the barn. It's really up to you in your mind. It's really up to you if you want to go back and look, but you just don't notice her around you. The sky is clear. The stars are out. You can hear like a little rumble. Every once in a while. It's very faint. It might sound like a storm in the distance. You can't quite make it out, but it's something that you can perceive. Aside from that, the surrounding area around the fire is dark. The blazing inferno in front of you, about 100 feet out, south of you, at the end of the field, is just blazing. It seems like this fire is going to be blazing for quite a while. It's keeping the surrounding area pretty lit up, and you're pretty sure that the wolves and everything are going to be pretty far from you because of the fire. At least the wolves.
Nice.
Yeah. So, Azel, please give me a perception check, sir.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Same.
19.
Oh,
Everybody's rolling great tonight. This is good. Notice everybody.
except for when it really counted.
Yeah. Hazel, you actually hear it too. You start to hear this low rumble, and I'll tell you, but more than anybody else here, you recognize it as the same sound that you heard when you were in the swamp, kind of away from everybody by the road.
Oh,
You heard
okay.
that same. That you could. It's almost the same exact sound, but you can tell that it seems a little bit louder, a little closer, and the rumbles are a little closer together. They're not as far apart. It seems, aside from that, the stars are bright. You can see out in the distance through the trees. It's very dark, but you're used to this kind of environment. You can
Right.
see out through the distance in the trees and stuff that any wildlife that would otherwise be stalking you in a night like this, where it's really, really nice and bright out with the fire in front of you, would have no advantage in a situation like this. There's nothing around, as you can see.
Okay. Well, whenever people start to settle down and aren't really paying attention, I'm gonna move over to Artok. And
Say I'll slide down to this side of the bench, a little closer to the fire, give me some privacy. I'm still sitting by the toasty fire.
yeah, I'm going
Nice.
to talk lowly, and I'm going to say, and I'm gonna try to pick my words carefully here because I suck at roleplay stuff. So I'm gonna try to do as roleplay as possible. But what I'm gonna say is I've over the past 10 years, I've been trying to forget about my past with the tribe that I was with. I seemingly was successful at that because I forgot who I was for a second and I didn't realize what the what I looked like mattered, and um, I I was not aware of myself at the moments that I did those things to you, and obviously you have a history with orcs that I won't pry, but I will say that I did forget myself there for a second, so I am sorry.
Did you forget yourself when you were picking my pocket?
That was not a part of my orc lineage. I, like I said, I forgot myself.
Sato,
And
not quite hearing what they're saying, but watching their intense conversation, is going to start air playing a violin.
oh God,
So
And
is
then
our
go, just
good
kidding,
day.
go ahead.
uh, I was not myself that night either. If you couldn't tell, I was sick that night. I honestly don't remember most of what happened that day.
All I've seen is a dishonorable thief who keeps coming after me, and you're lucky I haven't killed you yet.
Well, I just wanted to say that I did forget myself, and I do apologize for the way I acted, and I am not what you think I am.
No fool. I know you're not a fool, orc. Probably why I haven't killed you yet. I also stuck that healing potion down your throat. I'm willing to give you, benefit of the doubt, but all I'm seeing is the same orcs that I've met in my past, and it's not a good thing.
It is hard to not act upon my nature as what I am. I mean, I think it's hard for anyone not to act upon what their nature is. I have tried very hard to not be the people that I have grown to despise. And again, I just I have no excuse. And so I just wanted to say I'm sorry and I hope at some point we can move past this.
I'm willing to give you another chance, but I'll reiterate something my teacher
And
back home would always say to me:
okay.
"Rabid animals get put down."
Jesus.
Wow.
I'm going to
A little dark. I'm sorry.
I would like to extend an olive branch, if you will. Uh I found these in on the desk in that room that we were searching. It's some parchment, some ink, and this scroll, and this little pouch of down. And I figured this would be of more use to you than it would be me.
Well, that is true, but I would never like to be in someone's debt. So I grab what he's handing me, and I reach out my hand and I drop into his 3 gold and 5 silver.
So
Hey.
touching.
I'll just say thank you and uh
You're
go
welcome.
somewhere to
Now let me
yeah.
work on this puzzle in peace.
Yeah, no, I was gonna go and roll out my bedroll and start bedding
Well,
down for the night.
we're still on watch. You gonna leave me here
Oh,
by
yeah.
myself?
Yeah, no, I'll
If you're,
stay up.
if you're really sorry, you take
Hey,
watch while I work on this while you work on this puzzle.
I was gonna say, looks like you guys had a good moment there, and in a very presumptuous way, he's gonna say, forgiveness can be a good thing.
That's the guy who I literally just saw cleave someone in half today.
Wait, I thought you were supposed like out of character. No, in character.
No, in character. That's what he said. Says
Wait,
the guy.
weren't you the one that was
Oh yeah,
on his
total.
side?
Yeah, no, I totally told him to do it, but he's trying to be all high and mighty. He's better than me
Oh.
when he's not.
Okay. I
don't
am
like that
totally on
anyway.
board to shit on the big dumb gray guy. And that is the first time you have heard me say that in character, so go ahead. You can say whatever you want.
I gotta actually go right up. If he actually says big dog, I'm gonna walk up to him and I'm actually gonna pull my brand new halberd out. And it's gonna hold it pointing right at his chest and I say, listen, you may have your pre-notions of barbarians, Goliaths, I don't know what it is. I may not be the best at your little book smarts, but I've been around. I've got a significant amount of what we call street smarts, and you might benefit from learning a thing or two.
Oh, trust me, I know my fair share of the streets.
From what I've seen in that burning building. Anyways, we'll talk more later.
So, DM, would Trix be clean now?
Your clothes would be pretty wet, right? From
Okay.
washing them. If you want to like lay on the rock and kind of get clean, but you should have like a spare set of clothes on you, shouldn't you? Just
Hold
in
on.
your equipment.
Mostly.
You should have
Hey,
something.
hey, Trix, you should
Or in
lay
one of
out
your
your
boxes,
clothes by
probably.
the fire.
Oh
Fuck
God!
off, you dick! Alec, you're a dick.
I wouldn't be laughing, but you're so far you wouldn't have heard that. So
I know,
have to
it's
laugh.
out of character. It's out of character.
No, that's why I said, Alec, you're a dick.
It's pretty funny. Okay. Yeah. So
She does not. I
You
don't,
don't?
think my character has a spare set of boots.
So check
would
check
she?
your crates. I can probably reference it quick while we're doing stuff.
I know
here
she
in the
has that
background.
spare set of dirty clothes.
Oh, from the bag, from one of the boxes.
Yeah,
you
and I'd
needed?
say she
Yeah.
had at least like a spare shirt and
Yeah.
pants. But she's not gonna have another jacket. She's not gonna have another pair of gloves, and she's not gonna have another pair of boots.
Well, I'll say for the time being, Trix, I think you could probably get away with a couple of pairs of the dirty clothes that you found in one of those sacks for now while your other clothes dry, and then in the morning they'll be dry and you can put them back on.
Oh, no, gotta wear the common.
Yeah. They don't smell like, like horrible. They just smell like they were somebody's dirty
no, I
clothes.
said she'd have
you
a spare shirt and pants.
Okay, I was gonna say because you did.
I've
I
got
do
3
remember
sets
that
of
you
common
found-
clothes.
And you could always ask somebody in the party, like, "Hey, does anybody have any clothes? I kind of shit myself here."
No, the thing is, her
I'm just saying.
boots, Freaks, her boots are
Yeah.
special. She only
I
has
know.
one pair of
Well,
those.
your
Okay.
boots didn't really get anything, right? It was just. I can't believe we're getting technical about this. This is great.
Should
I
have been
love
just like your
D&D.
pants, right?
Yeah, it's just your pants and any
Okay.
underclothes you're wearing.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
not like the dirty clothes that you're about to wear smell like the nuclear fallout that you just left in the
Right.
barn.
Wait.
So,
Yeah.
Out of character, that
Yeah.
soup stuff, was that the
Mhm.
poobum stew recipe that we had all the
No.
spices for? I'm just trying to figure out why
Character,
3 of
why?
us got
Why
the
us
poots.
3, please?
Well, you'll probably find out later.
Okay.
With that being said, the next time that we do a watch here, whenever that is, you guys let me know when you're ready for that.
Yeah, whenever they're done with their role play and
Yeah.
Well,
he's
yeah,
done with
they
his
just
puzzle.
gotta come get me and Talia whenever
Oh,
they're
Okay,
Yeah.
I
done
gotta
with
do
their
my,
watch.
Trix would
puzzle
have
box thing.
done her full thing, and Trix is going to camp out here.
Oh, by the rock?
Yes.
Well, because her clothes are there.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
That, and also the barn's not a hospitable place to be right now.
Yeah, got you. Laughing.
yeah, thanks for that. Actually,
All right.
no, go
Please
ahead.
tell
Yeah.
me there's like a
No, go
window
ahead.
or something so it can air out over time.
Well, the doors are open.
What about the poor horses and
They're ox.
They're off.
That is flotsam and clotsam.
But what about them? Aren't they being gassed right now?
They're
That
okay.
was on
They're
the other
used
side
to
of the
it.
barn.
Whenever we're done with the lookout, I was going to say something. So, just I know
Really?
our talk was working on the puzzle.
The
box,
puzzle.
so-
Okay. Are we done with this this phase here? We move on to the next.
the puzzle.
Oh, do you want to do the
puzzle
puzzle?
box.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Artak's
Okay.
been working on it.
Artak, please roll a 1d4, I believe is what it says. Yes.
I think I have to do 3 intelligence checks first,
Yeah.
and then roll 1 if I'm successful. On all
So
of them.
so first we have to decide the difficulty of the
Perfect.
box. So
Got it.
roll 1d4 first.
1d4. Okay.
Roll low,
1
roll low.
A
d4.
3.
A
So let
very
me look
rare
at our
box.
list here. Yeah. Open my little page. All right. Yeah, very rare. So you have to hit a DC of 16. So, all right. I need 3 intelligence checks from you, sir. Back to
Okay.
back to back.
Do
If
it.
any of them
Oh my
are
God.
below 16, the box will instantly close.
Oh, that's a
Wow.
saving throw.
Very
a
nice.
saving
oh,
throw,
that's is a saving
Oh,
throw.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Wait, here.
Oh no!
Oh, too bad.
Okay,
Oh,
it
16
locked.
is
So
so
as you-
high.
As you start to move some of the gears and stuff on the upper right section of one of the boxes, you can hear kind of a click, and you can hear metal on metal sliding as the box kind of unanimates and just stops spinning.
Bad.
Aim.
Shit.
Well, disappointed, I go over to Talia while she's sleeping and stick the puzzle box in her bag without waking her up and run back to the fire.
Okay, nice. All right, that concludes phase 1 of the long rest.
Yeah, when you guys are
yeah,
you
next-
done with watch, y'all just got to come wake us up so we
Yeah.
can take over for y'all.
Before this ends, Sato is gonna, with his halberd still in hand, just say to Azal, "We're good on the dumb, right?"
I'd suggest you say yes.
We'll.
That's a
You
good
Yeah, sure, we're good on the dumb.
I just can't promise to be as nice next time. And Sato's
Okay,
gonna
and
sit on the
Stuart-
other end of the bench, and he's actually gonna sort of like, get sort of warm and sort of.
Sorry, didn't mean to
He's
do
actually
that.
gonna lie down on the bench.
Are we gonna
Hazel.
need this to quit attacking each other?
Azel is going to wake Talia up for second watch. And then he's going to actually go into the barn, roll out his bedroll, and notice the very familiar smell of what his tribe was.
Okay. When he
And-
comes to wake up Talia, like as soon as he gets close, I'm just gonna like sit up, making it quite obvious that I have not been asleep at all this entire time. Okay. Come on,
Sato's
Talia,
gonna
it's our
light
watch
that
time.
Okie dokie.
You
I am
know,
actually
Barbarian,
gonna-
you do have to sleep. I'm gonna call over to Sato.
This bench is comfortable. I might end up crashing on.
Weirdly enough, I think I'm gonna sit kind of out at the rim of our fire to kind of get
Yep.
eyes in the distance and work on my carving while
Oh, nice.
on my staff while
I'm gonna
Okay.
stay over here with her. Okay.
All right. Is anybody who's sleeping right now?
everyone
I am-
but us.
Lay out. Yeah, I lay out by the fire as well.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just in the barn.
Okay. And you're sleeping in the barn?
Yes.
Okay.
with
And-
the poop.
Who's
This is a
taking
very
who's taking
familiar
third
smell.
watch, by the way?
A very familiar
I
Loki.
guess Loki.
Yeah.
And-
Loki's sleeping, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's-
he's sleeping right now.
And
And I
Sato
guess you, since you already had your long rest, and Sato stayed up with
Yeah.
the first group.
Yeah,
So it'd have
Sato
to
stayed up
be
with the first
you and
group, he
Loki.
can't.
So is Sato going to
Fritz
sleep?
has had a day.
Yeah, Sato's lying on the
I'll
bench.
I'll go
He's
ahead
not-
and
he's not asleep, but he's
after this
definitely
watch,
like,
I'll sit with Loki through the next one, and then I'll take the final one by myself.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
fine.
Yeah, you got it.
Wait,
So
we only
everybody can
need
get their-
3, right?
Sato
Yeah.
Everybody
already
has
did
to sleep 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Everybody has to sleep 3 rounds, so you need 4. But I'll take the
Okay.
last one by myself because I've already had my long rest. It's
Do
fine.
I have to be like sound asleep to get a long rest, or can I be like lightly sleeping?
You have to be asleep.
Okay, we'll say that it'll be lying on the bed.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Asleep, yeah.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Reese, do you keep
All right.
putting X's over our poop?
No, that's
No.
me. That
Funny.
We're
I
up
love
there,
this. I'm
we're up there
watching.
drawing poop in the corner.
is me. Yeah, that's it, guys.
Oh
You'll
my
just look
God.
behind.
Fantastic. Okay. So just so I'm clear, who's on watch right now?
Me and
Me
Lyric.
and
Oh,
Talia.
nice. Okay. So before we do the perception rolls, I need Trix, Talia, and Azel to please
Oh,
roll a
not
Constitution
again.
saving throw for me.
God, no, we're
You-
already
No,
safe.
shit!
You
God, I'm so scared.
piece of shit DM, I love
No!
Oh no,
No.
natural one.
Oh no!
Sorry,
Especially
Constitution
since the only
save.
place she
Right.
can take a bath at is where you are,
Oh
Trick.
no. Okay.
Uh-oh, oh no.
Yeah. So Azel
Is-
first.
All right, Trix.
Azel, you in the middle of your
Let's go.
sleep,
That part is so
Um,
toxic right
you're
now.
starting to doze off. Starting to get kind of a vision of a pile of junk in front of you and a fire. You just can't seem to get this out of your head for some reason. It's just been stuck in there for like the past week. Ever since you came to this land, it's been like etched
Keeps
in your
coming up.
brain. It's just been
Yeah.
just like a burned image in your brain that you can't get rid of. And as you start to drift into this very familiar dream, you feel this kind of pressure in your upper gut, and in your dream you feel it too, and you just feel like it's part of your dream. And as you kind of feel the pressure get more and more intense, you wake up to just a mess. Uh, and so at this point you are covered in bad stuff, my friend,
Yay.
and your stomach is rumbling just left and right. Talia, you, without any warning at all, it seemed
no.
to just come on very, very fast. You feel a very warm feeling running down the backside of your leg,
God.
without any kind of feeling in your stomach, and then it hits you. This horrible kind of gassy upper stomach pain as you kind of reel over.
Okay, so I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna leave, and I'm gonna go. I guess clean up at this little. This is a big enough source of water to clean up at, right?
Okay,
Yes,
so
I would say
Azel,
so.
Wonderful.
So
At least
I'm
So-
just
close
gonna.
enough to know what
But I'm gonna
happened.
grab my bag as I
Yeah,
go,
would say.
so
yeah.
that I can change out of the clothes I'm in and into
Okay.
common clothes,
Yes, you got it.
so that I can come
Ace-
back to my watch.
Well, I would have given because last night during the thing I gave you that set of.
I also
leather
have the
armor.
nice armor, right? So I'm gonna
Yeah.
switch my underclothes and then put on the nice armor.
So Azel,
Yeah.
in a fit of panic,
Uh-huh.
runs to the only place that he knew where there was a pond, like a small little area where I cleaned up before when I took a shit.
Oh God, that's
So-
where I am.
Yep.
Oh no, there's some shenanigans about to happen.
Trix is sleeping peacefully.
Wait, is Trix
Oh.
over there by you guys?
No,
Nope,
she's up
Trix
north.
is by the big lake.
Okay. Would y'all stop drawing poo?
They're poop prints.
Oh my god.
They
Restarted
were
it.
poo mates.
My.
Oh my god.
Come on, Wolf.
No, stop that now.
Okay, so I assume there's gonna be some kind of interaction between Talia and Azel at the little bitty pond.
Oh, I'm
just
sure.
gonna see him
There's probably a nod.
and like growl at him and just be like, not a word.
Nope, nope, not a word. Nope.
I'm just gonna like stand here and be like, you know what, guys? I'm gonna like move. I'm just gonna
Okay,
like. I'm
guys.
so over it. I'm just gonna move further into the woods, like right here.
She
Like,
didn't.
nope, I'm over it.
No,
That
she
bottom
didn't.
one's actually not there, is it?
Yes.
No, it's not.
No,
She
it's
didn't
not.
shit there.
Yes,
She
she
went
did.
to
No,
the
yeah, I
pond.
did. It's all in my clothes, though. It's not on the ground.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
all
yeah,
in my
damn it.
clothes.
Yeah, she did actually. That's right.
all right. Yeah, you did do a natural one. All right.
I mean, it's all in my clothes, though. I was wearing breeches, so it's all in my clothes.
But
What
it's
the
still,
fuck
like,
did we
everywhere.
eat, Riggs?
Of course, that's
What?
the sound.
What's
What
up?
what the fuck did we eat, Riggs?
You'll
Hell
find
happened,
out.
Asking
Riggs?
the same question, my dude.
hell?
Hey, why are you
I-
asking me?
I literally thought we ate the same thing. Who? No. Who the fuck whispered you and says I'm specifically going to give these 3 people shit?
Nobody.
Nobody. We were just
No,
the
this
unlucky
is a Riggs
3.
thing.
I know it's a Riggs thing.
So,
Did we get selected for a reason or by random chance, like you rolled?
You
Oh,
don't know. You
there's-
don't know. You don't know.
I didn't select
Bloodline.
anything. I'm just.
Aha.
This is the guy who's planned it out a year in advance. Like, he didn't pick-
Okay, so I'm cleaned up and I'm back on patrol.
Nice. I love it. And your stomach is starting to feel a little bit better ever since that happened.
Oh
You feel,
joy!
you know, all of you're starting to feel a little bit better.
Thank
I'm gonna just
God.
move to the other side of the fire.
Okay.
Try and let the
You know
flame.
there's double fumes coming out of the barn, right?
Right, but I'm trying to get a little closer, and hopefully it's kind of like how you light a match.
Love
Kind
it.
of get rid of some of that methane.
Azel's
I
just
feel so
gonna.
sorry for the oxen right now.
Azel's actually just gonna go behind these rocks and fall asleep. He's done.
Yeah. All right. I need a perception check, please, from Talia first, if you would.
Bastard. Okay. Work with me, game. You already made me poop myself. Let's do better, okay?
Oh, no.
Do better, game.
Oh no.
That's better.
Nice. That's a good roll.
I'll take it.
So the night is dark. It's later in the night. I would say it's probably at 2-3 a.m. something like that. It's a nice calm night. You can hear the wildlife in the distance. Nothing seems to be coming anywhere near this fire. You can see out past the tree line a little bit further than usual because of the fire in front of you, which still seems to be burning to no avail. Just lots of fuel, old building, old wood, just consuming it. Nothing happens. It seems pretty peaceful. Is there anything
Hooray.
that you'd like to do before we do the other roll?
No. I'm good.
Okay. All right. Lyric, would you please roll a perception check for me, please?
Certainly. Yes.
Nice.
Nice roll.
I was
Right.
getting tense.
I was too a little bit. I was like, we're getting close here. Okay, so you're looking around, Lyric.
Mhm.
After just playing a little bit and meditating a little and kind of feeling the calmness overtake you after an extremely long day of uncertainty and changing and just uh, being in a situation that you didn't expect in the beginning of the day. But you're looking around now and you can see the calmness in the air. There's no fog. You can see clearly through all the way across the road, seemingly into the swamp a little bit until there's darkness. You can see all the way around you. Nothing of issue.
Awesome. Cool beans.
Okay. All right. Does anybody want to add anything before we continue on to the third and final?
Sato's asleep on the bench by this point.
Or actually, sorry, there's two more, but
The penultimate.
all right. I would like to ask the next group to please switch out.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
I guess I'll
Talia,
go
if
wake
you'll
up
go
Loki.
trade out
Yeah.
with Loki. Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
So I'm gonna go kind of shake Loki wake and up with Talia for actually, and you know what? I'm
Right.
gonna say that I didn't put the leather armor on yet, just in case, I can switch out my common clothes and not have the leather armor on.
Oh yeah, probably a good idea.
Doke, I'm gonna wake up,
All right,
take my socks off my horns, gently fold them, and put them back in my bag, and
I love it.
go over
Love
to
the socks, dude. That is fantastic.
go start my watch, I guess.
Okay, and who's watching with you?
Me.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, lyric.
I already had my long rest, so I'm gonna take the last
Yeah,
3 shifts. I'm gonna take this shift with Loki, and then I'm gonna have to take a shift by myself.
yeah,
So.
excellent, excellent. All right. So before this happens, I would like Trix,
No.
Talia, and Azel to please
God
roll
damn it!
a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Please. Please. Does that
Son of
make
a
it?
bitch. Wait, no. Can I use my inspiration?
You can.
Okay.
Absolutely. You have 2.
I
actually.
know.
You're
wanna
gonna
waste
use
it
your
on this guy?
inspiration for this?
Yes.
I would.
I'm gonna
too.
use it again.
Okay. Okay.
For the love of God.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
at least it was better.
At least it's not a natural one.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh,
no. That's fucking horrible. Okay.
What's the cutoff point to be okay?
Like 30.
No, hold on. I
13.
am using my fang to gain inspiration in
All
order
right.
to reroll.
You can use it. I'll allow it.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. I am using.
Go ahead
that
and
shit.
do it. So as he does this, he before you roll, he looks around at everybody, and you can see him kind of like, it looks. If he were to talk, he would be saying, "Oh shit." So he kind of clutches his necklace, and as he does and closes his eyes and stands up straight, you can see this kind of greenish kind of energy kind of radiate from his hand, from his fist, and out through his arm and into his chest, very very fast, and then a pulse happens throughout his body.
And I'm going to say out loud. I don't know if anybody can see me though, because I'm kind of hidden behind the rocks. But I am going to say out loud, Father, I need your help.
Okay, nice.
Okay, Constitution again.
Yes.
All right. Come on.
Daddy is laughing.
No.
Daddy can't save me today.
He's laughing. All right.
Fuck you, Dad.
So
Daddy missed today,
He's-
apparently.
He's pissed that you're using it for this.
I know, right?
amazing. This is amazing. So, for the sake of expediency, you all are starting to experience the rumblies again in the tummy.
Oh, no.
And,
Tell me I have
and-
time to strip. Because I'm still over
Without-
by the water.
yeah, I would say all of you at this point, a couple of you have been through this a couple of times. Your clothes, some of your clothes are pretty messy at this point. You're just kind of just waiting for it to kind of do what it's going to do and leave you, like run its course. So I would say that most of you, yeah, you're just kind of letting it happen, but it happens, and it happens horribly, and it
For
you know,
everyone?
It's an experience for you, for all three
You
of
know what
God
it is?
damn it.
You know what it is? We ate that 5-pound bag of sugar-free gummy bears.
I'll do it.
No shit,
That would do
right?
it.
So
You know, out of
after,
character, I've eaten those and I've never had any stomach issues, like people say.
Wait, did you eat like the entire bag?
Yeah,
in one sitting?
like,
Oh.
well, like at least like half
Damn.
of it.
So
How
after,
were you eating sugar-free gummy bears to
that's
begin with?
crazy. I didn't even know they made them. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
And they're
Haribo.
bad.
that's nuts.
Anyway,
So-
back into the game.
So
Okay.
yeah, so after you all have your your experience once more, your stomach feels a little bit of alleviation. You feel a little bit of relief. Does anybody want to add anything before we roll for the perception?
I would
So,
assume that we were able to salvage our clothes, and then I'm going to
Yeah.
go and move over here.
Okay.
So when
I
do they
make
start
bed
taking damage
again.
from like dehydration?
Right?
I'm
Because
drinking
they have-
water
they have-
after every one of these things,
Well, they've
okay?
absolutely soiled the water sources.
Well, I still have fresh water.
Yeah, you
No,
have your
suck it.
skins too. So I'm assuming we're just assuming that
Hey,
it's good thinking.
at
though.
at a certain point, if it's this long, like you need like medical attention. But this
At
is,
this
an
at this
orc.
point, if I don't
Your
have any
fries,
clothes,
everyone.
if I don't have any clothes to like wear, Hazel's literally just gonna be naked because he is not a sexual person at all. He doesn't even understand that. So
Yeah.
Talia, where do I put the other poop?
No.
I'm
No, I made it all the way to the water. I asked. I made it to the
love
water.
damn it.
I love how every
I'm gonna be
session
over
there's like
here.
add-ons. It's great. So, I would like
You guys are physically killing me.
I would like Lyric first to please roll a perception check for me. Nice
Natural
roll.
20.
Natural 20.
Where was that when it came to the poops?
I rolled one the first
I
time.
don't have the poops.
RNGesus has spoken. So as you gaze out through the woods, you see this much of the same that you've been seeing the last couple hours. The night is clear, the sky is clear. It seems bright. The moon's somewhere in the sky full. You can't see where, but it's somewhere in the sky full, and it's along with that and the fire, it's lighting up the surrounding area a lot. You can see a glimmer of what seems to be like ruins and rocks off in the distant hills, off to the west, and you can almost see down into the swamp a little bit because of how far you can see because of the fire. That's it. Nothing of circumstance.
No, tonight is the night for poops, apparently.
It's true. Loki,
Ah.
would you please roll a perception check for me?
Normally, or
Yep, just a
Normal.
regular perception check.
You always assume normal unless someone specifically tells you with advantage or with disadvantage.
so make sure I just have it so it's normal. Go down to perception. Oh,
Thankfully, Lyric took care of it.
I'm still half asleep, right?
And you're old.
Yeah.
Very old.
Okay, so as you sit here, and you're, in your just relaxed state, seeming, these people rescued you, strangers that you basically know a little about, you don't know very much about, but you're starting to, get an understanding about a little bit about these people and about how they have kind of a union, but they're still, they're still new. They're still, some of them are very untrusting of others. But as you're sitting here thinking, just contemplating the day and thinking about what you've been through the last week and how you don't have to deal with that now that you're out of there, thanks to these people, um, you start to think about Mipa and about how you traveled with him as a companion and how you're about your last night. And as you're thinking, you hear a snap off to your west, in the group of trees, kind of over near the rock, and you kind of get up quick, poised, and look over, and you can see just barely make the out, in the like just barely make out. No one else can see this. Well, everybody's asleep except for you and Lyric. Lyric is looking in another direction, but with her 20, she hears it too. She can kind of make it out, but it's too late. The whatever made the noise is scurried away. You can kind of make out what looks to be a little bit of a figure, but they're long gone by now. Okay, that is phase 3. Would anybody like to do anything before we go to final phase 4?
Ask for the DM to have mercy and end the poop crusade.
The poop crusade is over.
Okay, thank you.
God.
Except for a little bit of rumblies.
But no more poop.
No more poop.
No more trolls.
Mipa made poopum stew. He just didn't do it for the soldiers.
All right. Is everybody okay with moving on?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So with the last, Lyric, I think you're the last person, right, by yourself?
Yep, I'm gonna do it by myself this time.
Okay, perfect.
Don't fail us.
So everybody else is asleep. It seems you're just before dawn. You can tell it's just that time just before dawn where it's very dark. All right, go ahead and roll a perception check for me, please,
Ooh.
Lyric. 19. Nice roll.
Yeah.
You have no. You're very, very, very focused now because of the noise you heard and you saw something kind of scurry away. So you're very, very awake and you're looking around. You're paying attention to everything around you and you see nothing. There's nothing of circumstance. As a matter of fact, just as you become the deepest of focus, of level of focused for the night,
Yeah.
the sun starts to rise slowly over the horizon, and you alone, since you're the only one awake, you can see uh, this just the beautiful shades of pinks and blues and purples
Nice.
kind of coming up from the ground there as the sun kind of starts to hit your face. Okay.
Beautiful.
That is the morning, everybody. You made it through your long rest. Everybody can wake up. Everybody has their spell slots back. Everybody is at full life.
The first thing I'm gonna do is grab my bag and my one of the pots, and I'm gonna storm off in this direction, whichever direction takes me back to the other map.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Riggs, I have a question.
Sure.
I used
yeah.
the thing at night. Does it restore?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Because you used it before your long rest. Do you want to go to the other map real quick, Talia?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do like
Okay.
a real quick thing and then come back.
All right.
So,
Oh, hi.
I assume this
Nice.
is a different water source than the other ones we've been playing with.
It is.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm going to clean up in this water source, make sure I'm all clean, and put on my new armor and stuff. And if y'all look at my new avatar in the, I don't know if you can see it on my character sheet, you'll see the new look. New armor. Gonna do my hair up in a ponytail instead of the braids and just get all washed and clean. And then I'm going to get water from this one in my mess kit. Hey, new token! Hooray! I'm gonna get water from my mess kit and put it in the pot and bring it back this way so I can boil us all some fresh water.
Oh, perfect.
Since
I love
we
it.
soiled all the other water.
I'm gonna move us back.
Yes.
I
Would
also
you know
get-
that I
With my new
soiled the big
beautiful-
one that was next
Oh,
to the barn?
I guess I need a new
Here, let me,
character
choose
token
your
on this
character.
side
She
now
would
too.
assume.
Yeah, I
I
assume we just used up all this water.
I
and just
also
playing
get
it
all
safe.
of my bardic inspiration back, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Yep,
come
everybody gets their
without
long
saying a
rest.
word, just drop the pot on the fire so that we can boil some clean water.
Nice, perfect. And the fire is nice and going. It's it's been maintained all night. You've done a good job of maintaining it. So
Has all the poop smell gone away? Can we clear
Yeah,
the
that-
board?
yeah,
Can we clear the board of poop?
I would say you
I'm gonna come
spend
over to the fire.
the better half of a half an hour or so going around and making it livable, at least for the time being.
Burying stuff, burying literal shit.
And your stomachs you feel better. It's definitely passed.
I'm also going
He's all
to
by
sit
the- oh, yeah.
right here and just glare at Sato, since he made the stew.
Yep.
Gonna
Sato's
give him
gonna
death
sorta
glares over my
get up
pot.
to the bench. He's gonna do a big stretch and a yawn. He's gonna say, "Oh, I slept like a baby last night." And then he's gonna look at Talia, Azal, and Trix and say, "How was your night?"
Rough, but okay.
Then he's gonna go, I felt you guys had some bleeding hearts. You might as well have some bleeding assholes to go with it.
Trix just
Oh
gives
I'm
them
just-
a slop.
God.
I'm just going to calmly pour water into my cup.
Oh no.
And hold on, I gotta look something up. Give me a second.
Oh no.
I gotta watch her. I gotta watch her, and I'm gonna get like my that broken shield that I have, and I'm gonna sort of hold it up in anticipation of getting hit by water.
Oh, no.
I'm going to. I gotta. Oh, does it not have a?
I'm gonna
Wait,
be this about
does it not
it.
have a verbal component? Oh, that's good if it does. Ooh, it doesn't!
Oh, that's
Hooray!
amazing. Oh,
So,
that's so powerful, actually.
I'm going to just take my cup of water. I'm going to feint throwing it at Sato's face, and then throw it right on his crotch, and instantly cast Shape Water and freeze it.
Oh,
Now, do I have to
No.
put my shield on that or
Yeah,
not?
is there a
Because I do
is
have
there a
my
saving
shield
throw or
on.
anything on that?
No,
Talia?
it does not say
He
there
could
is.
try to. He could still try to dodge, I
Well,
guess.
I was gonna say, can you hit the thing and link that to
Yeah.
me? I just want to read it quick. Thank you. Oh God.
Oh, it does have a spell
See,
save
cast
DC.
time
No,
on
that's
action
just
range.
the typical one that
You can
the
see
it puts on
Apparently
everything.
that's built into the descriptions.
Yeah.
That they have
Every
something
single
in
one of
14
my
by
spells
default.
says that.
Also, simultaneously, I want to wait until we know if this actually hits. But simultaneously, I would like to say to the big dumb gray guy, and I'm not going to say that like in character, but I'm gonna cast hideous laughter on him, and I'm gonna say, "Ha ha, bleeding assholes! I bet you think that's really funny, don't you?"
Okay,
I got something on that. How's that
let
work?
me hold on before we
Yeah,
go
I'm
any
just
further.
gonna say.
Let me take care of Talia first here.
That's fine.
Please
Okay,
Yeah.
don't waste your
so
spell on that.
so I'll have to do just a little bit more later, but for the sake of it, yeah, there's no spell save or anything on this. This is a thing that actually happens
Mhm.
without any. So
It
Sato,
does say
this
Oh
you
doesn't do
my
can
any
only freeze
damage.
the
god.
water if there are no
Oh yeah.
creatures
Well,
in
there's
it.
not a creature in it. It's
No.
across the front of his trousers,
Yeah,
right
so
there in that
Okay.
sensitive area.
So it's
Yeah.
just cold and
creature
uncomfortable.
behind it.
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
will do no damage or anything.
No,
This
no,
will
no.
literally just be a kind of
Very cold.
RP.
Yeah.
Wake
It's
up.
just a prank.
it'll just be a funny moment. And I would even say
Yeah.
for the sake of it, Sato,
Can I link
you
something here quickly?
you have your shield kind of in your arm, kind of anticipating it. So I would say just for the sake of it, maybe you catch maybe half of it on the edge of your shield.
But that's frozen too.
You have
No
resistance to
damage.
cold. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's okay.
So
He can have resistance to cold damage, but this isn't damage. It's just
not
cold on
damage,
your
it's
junk.
The cold
Just a
doesn't
prank.
yeah,
really
so
bother
it
me.
literally doesn't really do anything to you. It's literally like
She's
laughable.
literally
But
just
at least
Yeah.
it would at
literally
least be
just causing
uncomfortable.
shrinkage.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm
Just
just
causing
causing
shrinkage.
shrinkage.
We don't get shrinkage. We're used to the cold.
It's shrinking.
You get shrinkage when it's directly on you, whether
Dude,
you're
we
used to the
all
cold or
get
not.
shrinkage, my friend. We all do. Okay.
I'm casting that on him.
So as that happens, as Talia launches like the water out and kind of in a stealthy fashion to kind of make sure that he doesn't lower his shield too much, she does manage to slip a couple of little drops in there and freeze the front of it, and you can see Sato kind of his eyes get big for a second as the
Oh
coldness
my
hits
god.
it.
The cold permeates his member.
Do you want to respond to that quick before we?
I'm gonna just get up, stand by the fire, and say, "You think that's cold? You should see what it was like on some nights from back when."
Oh my god.
Be a good story. Okay,
And on that note,
yeah, so as this happens, almost immediately after Azel, would you repeat your?
oh yeah, no. I was just going to say, haha, bleeding assholes. I bet you think that's really funny, don't you? And then I
I'm gonna-
cast hideous laughter.
You need a wisdom saving throw, Sato.
Wisdom saving of a
Wisdom saving throw?
13.
Yeah, 13.
Fail.
Yes!
Oh my
Ted.
god.
For the,
Oh, wow.
So
for the next minute, you are laughing as hard as you can.
yeah, you just find this
Alright.
the funniest thing ever.
Can I like talk while I'm laughing?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I gotta be laughing like hysterically and go.
You can.
That building, there was empty bowls of stew everywhere.
I would like to point out that
Okay.
before he gave me the stew, Lyric did say, I bring over a bowl of stew to Talia and Trix. So technically,
Yeah.
our stew came from Lyric and not from Zato.
Also,
Yeah.
I had it separated out, and she had to get it from me. So
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
wait,
I'm gonna
wait.
Jado
I-
did it.
I'm gonna tug on Artok's robe and just kind of whisper
Wait,
to him.
hold on.
Does this happen often?
Okay, real quick. Lyric is going to like step in the middle of absolutely all this, like real close up to the fire. 'Cause she's like in the middle of everybody. Like, I want that one. There we go. and she's just gonna put her hands out and yell really loudly, "Enough! I am sick of it! Stop pulling pranks on each other. Stop casting spells on each other. Stop giving each other laced soup. This is ridiculous. We're gonna kill each other before we ever make it to Phandelver."
How long do I have hideous laughter till? Am I still laughing?
Oh,
1
yeah,
minute.
you are. Yeah.
1 full minute.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep laughing then.
I turn to
Also-
Sato. I says, "I think you missed a bleeding heart."
Well, I'm just gonna still be laughing. I'm like, yeah, they're good.
Look, Dragonborn, I am not afraid to punch you in the face. And then I'm gonna take a deep breath. And then I'm gonna take a deep breath and just like, Sin, no, not losing our temper, not, because like I'm trying really hard to be a good person, even though I'm really not. So I'm just like,
Out of character, I would like to pay to see Lyric punch Artok in the nose. I
Also-
remember what happens to the wolves.
Hold on, Alec has
Also-
been trying to say something for a
Yeah.
minute.
Also out of character, I would like to say, Azel did sniff the tea and the soup to make sure nothing smelled off about it.
Yeah, it smelled fine.
That little meatball was
Yeah.
fucking whiz with the fucking stew smell.
we had an agreement before we ever went into that stupid place that we would stop doing this to each other.
I didn't agree to shit.
I didn't agree to
Oh,
shit either.
Also, but to
All right,
answer Loki's
All right,
thing,
all right. I have killed 4 of the things we have fought. 4 of them. But, you know what? I'm going on strike. Until you guys figure out how to get along, I'm not fighting anything. It can just kill you all. And I'm gonna sit on the ground. Like, very pissed off.
Just like right there, you're just gonna drop down and crisscross. Yeah,
Just
nice,
cross
nice.
hair and crisscross. I'm having
Just
a
like
tantrum.
arms folded.
I'm not okay.
Yeah.
You said we were making friends. I'm very not
I
okay
love
with
it.
this.
I love it.
Sailor's gonna wait till the laughing stops.
I turn to Loki to answer his original question. You know, this is only the 3rd day we've all been together, so your guess is as good as mine. How
Technically
this will
day
go.
4 now.
Day 3?
Day
Day
3.
3 nights. This is day
Oh,
4.
she's right. Day 4.
Oh, day 4.
Y'all are into day 4.
So we start
This
at
is the beginning of day 4.
Okay. This is the 4th day, technically, so your guess is as good as mine how this will go going forward.
Oh god.
So, to end my part of the RP here, I am just going to refill my canteen from the water that I brought, and then I'm going to storm off towards the road, where I'm going to just wait.
Oh god.
Okay.
Can't believe I wasted a spell slot on that, but I did, so.
Is Sato still laughing, or is Lemmy?
So
he's
yeah,
done.
I would say the spell's up. In your stomach, your abs like hurt from laughing because you were just guttural laughs.
And actually,
you know?
even though the spells weren't off, I'm still kind of chuckling.
Nice, nice.
It was a harmless. It was a harmless one after all, and you guys fucking had it coming. I'm gonna point at Lyric, and I'm just gonna give her a nod. I'm gonna go, "You're cool. You're cool." And then I'm gonna point at Loki. You, on the other hand,
I'd
you
like to
probably
point
should have
out.
got some too. I mean, fuck. We spent our entire day rescuing your ass from those guards, from being held prisoner against your will, and you're still acting like a sympathetic wuss over them. I'm just gonna shake my head.
I would like to say my sleep powder was over in less than a minute. That
Yeah.
lasted all night. That was hardly fair. I'm going to refill
Wait a
my
minute.
canteen and also storm off.
Oh, my bad.
I have
Nice.
a question about the. I have a question about the hood.
Sure. Give it to me.
Do I have to attune to it?
Yes.
Shit.
Technically, it says you have to.
I have
a
not finished
phone.
storming.
That doesn't mean that you have to be
Storm.
wearing it. You just have to attune to it. You can take it off. You can remove. You can wear it and take it off as you please, Azel. But you have to be attuned to it in order to use it.
And I
Understand?
haven't attuned to it yet.
Right. So you can talk a bunch, put it on, use the intimidation, take it off, talk a bunch more, put it on. You know what I mean? You can do that.
Right. How long does it take for me to attune to something?
I think it says an hour
1 hour.
of
really?
uninterrupted time. Yeah, it doesn't take long. It's that way so you can't do it in combat, right? Like you you can't hand really powerful stuff to each other in
Right.
combat. Basically.
Well, the reason I'm saying this is I
More in the moment.
want to use some role play with this.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Well, it's gonna take
But
you.
if I'm not
yeah.
attuned to it, then I have to wait.
Well, I would say if you had it all night long through the night, I would say that you are attuned to it. If it was on your person all through the night,
Oh, would that apply to me and my
on my-
sword as well?
it would. Yeah, it would apply to everybody. Yeah.
Okay. The reason I said that, I say that is I'm slowly going to put on the hood.
All right.
And I am going to cast.
Doing this?
I'm going to cast minor illusion.
As he's
Because-
doing this, I'm gonna say, check yourself.
No, hold on.
I'm
Hold on.
watching what he's doing.
Finished.
I'm going to cast minor illusion. I'm going to make my voice pop out as loud as possible with
Yep.
minor illusion.
You can do this. Yeah.
Almost as
Yep.
demonic as possible. Get as close to him as possible and say, if you ever do anything like that again, you will live to regret it.
All right. Make an intimidation check, please.
For me, do I make a save or
Um,
he makes a check?
So he makes a check and you make a save. I think it's a. What's the save
Wisdom
on?
save, I think.
Yeah, wisdom save.
That's deception +2. So
No,
I'm gonna
it's
make this
intimidation.
No,
roll.
it's intimidation.
Intimidation.
Oh yeah, my bad. Intimidation +2,
So-
so,
so add-
+2 to whatever this is.
So, yeah. So add your hood. Add your hood to whatever you have.
I don't have the hood in my player sheet. I'm gonna have to add that.
Yeah, just add it to the end. Yeah, we'll add it to the end.
Yeah. So come
it's a-
on.
it's a-
Nine.
So
Nine.
That's deception.
That's deception.
Oh,
That's
it
not
is
intimidation.
deception.
Click on
Damn it,
intimidation.
Why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep doing? I'm
It's
sorry.
alright, man. It's okay.
Intimidation.
You better.
There we go.
Hi!
25.
Plus
Yeah,
2.
you got a
25.
So you have to match that basically with a wisdom saving
Which
throw.
is impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible, but you can try. Yeah.
The highest I can roll is a 22.
Yeah. So you. Okay, so it's a pass, which means you basically are standing there silent as he's yelling at you. Do you want to respond in any way according to the roll?
My only thing is, I gotta say, bleeding heart, big and dumb. Let's call it even.
Nice, I love it. Bleeding heart,
Hey-
big and dumb. Let's call it even. That's fair with the
Hazel's
roll.
just going to take the hood off and walk toward the road.
Well, somebody's gonna stay behind and do the
No. I'm letting them. I'm letting those pieces of shit deal with it.
Ah,
With the shit, the ox,
love
and the
this.
cart, or all of the above?
Yes.
okay.
I'm gonna turn to Lyric and Azal, and I'm just gonna
Artok.
Artok and Lyric, and I go. I'm just gonna give a laugh and go. You think they'll get over it?
I'm not gonna say anything to him. I'm just gonna like storm into the barn and start hooking an ox up to one of the carts.
Okay.
Because I know that we need to hook one ox to each cart because we got
Yes.
all of our stuff on the carts.
Also, Lyric, I wasn't calling you a piece of shit. Specifically, Artok and Sato.
I know. I'm gonna storm into the barn and start hooking the ox up to the separate carts. I need one of you to come drive one of these.
Well, if it lets me sit on my butt the whole time, I will come help.
Sato will be like, fuck, I'd offer to help. Actually, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start hooking up the, is this Flotsam on the top, or,
Lots of
Flotsam
Flotsam.
is, Flotsam
Loki,
is the one with
Okay.
the spots. Flopsam's the one with the gray.
Loki's token by himself makes him look like he's just sitting there like Mom and Dad are fighting.
Oh god.
So I don't
The
know
whole
who
time-
can
the
see
whole time I'm
me
hooking up the horse, I'm still snickering. under.
on the road, but just
I
the
guess I'll
ones
get
who
ready to
can
drive
see me
you
on the
cart.
road.
Loki can get on the. Okay, I'm gonna say that Azal is driving the cart with our stuff on it,
Artok.
and Artok's on the cart with our stuff on it, and Loki's on the cart with the one we're
Vandalins.
getting paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And I'm gonna be
Um,
like, I'm gonna point at Sato and go, "You can go with that cart," and point at the one that's going to Phandelver.
Is that the Loki one or the Art?
That's
Yeah,
the
the
Loki
Loki
one.
one.
Okay.
Or actually, you know what, Sato? No, you get on Azel's cart because I don't want to talk to you right now. And I'm gonna
Our
Dog.
talk.
Artok.
You get on
I love
Artok's cart. The two of you can go over there and have your "we want to kill everybody and be assholes to everybody" party by yourself. I'm not in a good mood.
I yelled down to
pretty
Sato.
sure it was the other way, but I'm finding this whole thing extremely humorous.
I yelled down to Sato, "You drive. I'm jumping in the back."
I hope you have the
Right.
shittiest animal handling and they give you fucking shit all the way.
That's great. That is
Loki,
great.
I'm gonna come get on the cart with you.
I have a question.
I didn't
Yes.
want to send
Yeah.
the barbarian to just threaten me either.
DM, I have a question.
Yeah.
So
cart with
for
Loki.
transcription of stuff into my spell book,
Yeah.
do I just need the money? Do I need to like exchange money for materials?
So you should, yeah. You have to buy the ink and the parchment for it.
He has
Right.
it in
Oh,
parchment.
I have-
He
He
does. I haven't given
Yeah.
it. I haven't told him what he has yet.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that's my
okay.
question. Okay. So how
Nice.
much do you give me, Hazel?
60 gold points worth of parchment.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
you basically have the ink and the parchment worth.
Awesome.
Yeah.
so while Sato's driving, I'd like to take out my scroll of alarm and use
Yeah.
50 GP of the ink and parchment to start experimenting and transcribing it into my spell book.
And
Absolutely.
I'm gonna look at Loki and be like, we're gonna go pick up Talia. She's really good at driving carts. She can drive, I will turn into a fox, and we can all three ride together and have a nice peaceful time.
Okay.
I'll let her know that I'm uncomfortable trying to ride with that barbarian that just threatened me.
All right,
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
So
Let's go get her.
it is a little bit past the time here. Is this a good spot to stop for the evening?
Oh, I
or-
think
would say
so.
so.
Oh, y'all should
Okay.
hear
Yeah.
the rant that Talia is having with herself right now. It's so great. But I guess that'll have to wait till next time.
Oh, that's okay. We will.
Are you finished with
Oh.
that? I'm curious now.
We have got to stop this
Hanger.
PvP bullshit. I'm like so over it.
Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. Talia's having
Yeah.
a nice little rant out with herself at the thing.
Oh, where?
Oh, well,
hear
remember
it
I stormed
before?
off to the road?
Oh,
I-
yeah, yeah.
Before we get
Yeah.
on the cards, can we hear it, please?
No. That's next time now. Because y'all won't
Cliffhanger.
be able to hear it until y'all catch up to me.
I've caught up. Angel's caught up.
Here, I'll go to the other map.
No.
Okay, Vid.
It'll be a surprise.
All right. Good session tonight, guys. I had fun. It was great. I liked it.
I did
Oh.
too. But I am going
I was
to
just gonna say,
end
I've
the
had water splashed in my face. I've been called Big Dumb Barbarian. That was just a little.
You were put to sleep for all
I was
30
put to
seconds
sleep, yeah.
and retaliated in a way that was totally unfair.
Hey, man. Oh, by
okay.
the way, so when he was
Right,
scooping
son.
out the portions, and I made it a point to let everybody know, when he was scooping out the portions, he decided with his vials. You can go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, I just as I was walking around the building, I just fucking very easily just scooped some the leftover stew into some vials. Now when I was cooking, I had it separated.
Message,
in the fucking
is that something you
Shouldn't
just
have done
message
stew.
Reeds? Like, yeah, this is what I'm doing.
He did after, yeah. He was like, "Hey, I was gonna scoop because I put some vials around too in the area. So there was a bunch of empty vials." And
Oh,
stuff.
and that was the other thing I was going to thank you for reminding me because I was going to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of spirits into my vials for
Yes.
components.
For
Can
sure.
we pretend that I
100%.
did that during the
Yes.
night since I meant to?
You absolutely can. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys can do that, by the way. If you think of something after the session and stuff, it's not that bad. As long as it's
Also-
not something huge, just let me know.
No, it's just what I
Also
meant to do with my
Sato.
vials.
Yeah,
I
totally.
probably discarded my vials because they're full of poopy stew.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Residue. I don't know.
Yeah, for
Hold
sure.
on.
While
Hold
we're
on.
all
Ro-
here,
Hold on a
hold
second.
on.
Let
Oh,
Alec.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Now I know why you said if Sato the character does something, that's Sato the character, not Sato the person. Now I know why you emphasized that point. You had planned this a week in advance, didn't you?
It might have been a thought in the back of my mind. And actually, in all honesty,
God.
it depended on how the RP of the first house went.
You never actually talked to me.
Talia, no.
You
but
took
not a
vengeance
Talia,
on me
I-
without ever speaking to me to understand
but
why I did what I did.
True, but you let the guards get away, and you splashed me in the face with water.
That was after.
I
That's
splashed.
after you gave her the shits.
Yeah.
Right, the guy with the stick, you didn't shoot me in the
I
face
love
with
this
water.
so much.
That was after
hold on, real
you gave her
quick.
the shit.
Real quick before I forget.
No,
Yeah.
before. Remember at the door when I first knocked the guard out?
I did flick water at his face.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
We need to decide who gets what from the gold for the party chest. Who gets platinum?
Oh
who
yeah,
gets
you guys
gold?
wanted to get the gold, yeah.
There's 4
I
people
don't
who
care.
It's
It
monetarily
equals the
it
same thing.
should all be
Yeah.
guys. Monetarily it's all the same amount. But who wants platinum and who wants gold?
It doesn't matter to
I
me.
don't care.
I would prefer gold.
I will take the gold as well.
All right.
We
And
need
then
one
who
more
else said they
person to
wanted? I
take
believe
gold.
Artok said he wanted the gold too.
Well, it doesn't really matter to me. If it's materials, then that I have to exchange anyway. That was my question for Reeks. Like, if I had a platinum coin, that'd make it. I'd have to exchange it. But
Yeah,
if
you
I
have
have to get the materials to do it anyway, it doesn't matter then. So
That's right.
Okay,
Yep.
so who took the gold? It was Ankh and Ari. And
No.
one more?
I didn't want. I mean, I don't care, so I can take the gold
Okay,
if you
so
need
it
me
was
to.
Ankh and who? Well, whoever
Me.
wants.
Alec.
Ankh, Azal, yeah.
Yeah,
Ankh and
they
Alec, and
definitely
then,
wanted gold.
Who
Yeah.
else wants the gold?
one
I
more
guess if
person.
nobody else wants it, I'll take it, and then everyone else
Okay,
can have the
so-
platinum.
Yeah, Ankh,
Okay.
Ari, and Azal can get 32 gold, 4 silver, and 4 copper. And everybody else can add 1 platinum, 21 gold, 14 silver, and 4 copper.
Hold on. Slow that down again.
Okay.
1 platinum.
1 platinum, 21 gold.
And the treasury too.
How are you
Yeah.
adding that?
Yeah,
Exactly.
it is in party treasury too. If you need to double
It's
check.
where he added
14
everybody.
silver.
14 silver, yeah.
And 4
And-
copper.
4 copper.
Okay, mine.
Where do you add that?
On your
On
character
your
sheet,
coins.
there's coins down at the bottom.
It's
Um,
next to your items.
Yeah, above,
It's in
like,
the same box as your items.
yeah, above your items in your box.
It'll say
Oh, okay.
CP,
I-
SP, EP, GP, PP.
I would like to point out, Sato, that the only reason I intimidated you there is because you threatened me
And we don't
earlier,
use EP at all.
on top
right.
of you giving me fucking diarrhea.
Yeah,
So-
so that's why I said we're even with the big big and dumb.
So,
as far as Sato's concerned, it's squashed now, but I don't know how you guys interact, but I mean,
It's definitely
Love
not
it.
squashed.
I love it.
Trix is going to have trust issues.
I love this
So-
thing that you guys are doing
No,
back and
One
forth.
more time, how
Sato,
much was that?
Riggs!
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, sorry, what, Loki, you were saying?
One more time, how much coins do I add? Starting with the copper, I guess.
Starting from copper is 4,
4 copper.
then silver 14,
Which one is silver?
SP.
The
SP.
SP.
yeah.
14.
We do not use EP.
We don't use EP at all.
Okay.
DP is gold.